I mean, it was a smaller like
Of the inside track.
you know what I mean? Bring the injuries to me.
Commercial, baby.
They were available for parties.
That's the experience.
Molded me a little bit.
And we just released 4 songs.
Yeah.
1874. That's the story of success. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream of the Inside Track. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This ain't just a stream. We got some guest giveaways. Man, you're in for it. You're in for it today. You're in for it today. It's going to be great. All right. Had some difficulties. Turned the camera on, and it wasn't ready. So now we're ready. So yeah, we got some promos going. We got some guests coming up. We're gonna go over some of the season 1 episodes. If you were part of season 1, thank you. You're part of season 2. We're here now, season 2. If you're part of that, thank you for that. It's gonna be great. We're gonna go over it. We're gonna see some of the stuff that you missed because we have some episodes that we didn't do because of editing or whatever. Not sure, but we're gonna go through some of those. And we got some live giveaway and promo codes for the merch that's on there. You can get the limited time merch, limited time. So you can get everything on there for 10% off, or you can get shipping for free over orders over 75. So we're gonna get this gathered up and we'll be right back. All right. I think we're good. Yeah, the thing just crashed. So that's what happens. Got to make sure everything's good here. Not sure. We're going to make sure it's good. So just bear with me a second. Okay, I think we are good now. Yes, had some technical difficulties. That was pretty bad, but I was able to recover it. So here we are. So okay, our first episode that we're gonna go over is the very first episode with Swiv 400. We're gonna go through some of that. And we're gonna comment on that. See you in a second. episode of the Inside Track where the artist, the person, hear stories of what shaped their success. Today we got Swiv 400.
What's up, yo?
Let's hear,
How you doing,
let's hear a little background.
man? Where you want to start?
I mean, you what do you do? What do you do? Let people know what you do.
Well, I make music out of Vandergrift, Pennsylvania. You know, 15690.
Yes,
That's where it's
sir.
at. That's the home, man. They already know what it is. But we've been doing music for a good time. 10 years now.
Nice.
We've been making music. And I started with Flames. I've said that before in another podcast before, but it's just 10 years. He picked me up when I was 15.
Yeah.
And he kind of molded me a little bit, along with Mike Hitt out of Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Arlington Avenue. And they kind of just saw something in me. I was Marky T at one point, when I was younger, and, Mike Hitt took me and, he go by the guiding light, and so he took, and molded me, really, like you said, and took me and took me serious, at a 15-year-old, standpoint.
Right.
Not a lot of people did that, so it was raw to be able to be comfortable with, just being yourself and not really being so cool and knowing what you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you end up, growing into, your own person. And I think Flames had a little bit of, influence on that too.
Nice.
It all worked. But I don't know where to start, man. I've been doing this since I was 7.
So do you see a big difference from the time you started till now?
Oh,
You don't see a difference? I mean, like as far as like your skill set.
yeah. I see
know what I mean?
Yeah, I see a big difference when it comes to putting a project together, knowing secondhand nature how to build what I'm gonna do, knowing before I go to the studio what I want to hear from myself. That's something that comes with time, trial and error,
Right.
and hearing yourself on a track.
Right.
You don't get that from, oh yeah, I want it, because the first time you go to the studio, you're gonna come back and you're gonna be displeased because you're not gonna hear yourself like you hear them guys on TV. It's
Right.
not gonna sound the same.
Right.
You're gonna understand what it is to make music in that moment. You're gonna be stuck. So it's like you almost come to battle it, and you're looking at yourself like, dog, you can't. Maybe this ain't for me, or what do I do? And you start, bring it back, and for some reason, dog, 10 years I've been doing it still. I don't know why I do it. So
Nice.
it's happening, bro. So I don't know. It's lit.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I know
That's
I'm
what's up.
happy.
That's what's up. So here we are in the year 2025. We got a new year. We like in the second, third day or something like that.
You know what's funnier than 2024? 2025. If y'all ain't watch
2025.
SpongeBob, you don't know.
Yeah, true.
Hey, man,
true.
that shit real.
So I know we talked about some things, but when you first started doing music, did you have a plan of where you wanted to be, or did you say, I just want to do this?
I think I just wanted to contribute to what I was hearing. I just had some wild way of just wanting to always be heard. I was a mouthy kid always. I like talking. I think as I'm older now, it's developed into more of a psychology.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. Recycling is great for bottles, not borrowed sentences. Grammarly's plagiarism checker helps you stay original by catching borrowed lines before they slip through. Here's how it works. Once your draft is finished, click on the plagiarism checker icon in the side panel. It checks the writing against a massive database and flags any copied phrases, complete with the percentage and direct links to sources. Way easier than wasting energy by clicking around, trying to find the source. No recycled lines, no copy-paste scraps.
Thing with just music. I think I like people. And it's just like music has grown into just a social thing for me. I love building socially and doing this thing. As a kid, never wrote no direction, and I was just, I want to be heard, I want to be seen, I want to do this. Because I grew up, great household, no dad, and that's, I think, trying to get attention-seeking ways and trying to get people to be my friend, trying to get all eyes on me, ended up developing into a music thing later, and that's what happens.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of different things in you that I was doing when I was younger.
real?
As far as like, I mean, when I was first doing it, first doing music, I was excited because I wanted to know everything there was, and I wanted to experience everything.
That's fine, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I see that in you, you know, you
Yeah.
just want it like, come on, let's like right now. There's
And
no time, you know.
Only thing I look about is that is like, bro, where's my direction? Because I look at you in that sense, and it's like, okay, I was 17 and I got an FL Studio. I had the computer, the headphones, I had everything you needed. Granted, that's my passion. Something I want to do now. Did not do anything with it back then because I saw it as, oh, that's project. Oh, that's what you do. That's homework. You have to learn.
Right.
I don't want to do that. And I just discarded it. But, 10 years later, I'm like, dog, I'm really loving music. I love creating. I need tech. I need that now. And you retrospect, you look back.
All right. Here we are. Gonna have some technicals. Definitely gonna have some technicals here. But this is the first episode. Thanks. Shout out to Swift 400 for having taking the time to come and do this show. He does come back, but he has some great points and some great topics that he talked about in this one. And shout out to him. We got some guests, we got some giveaways. Also, the live promo code is season 2 live. Season 2 live. But we will be right back. We got something. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. We have our first guest here of the year, 2026. We at season 2. We got Bi. We got Bi here. He came drop through with us. You know what I'm saying? See how we doing it. Came to talk about what he got going on. He just dropped. What was your project you just dropped, bro?
Massacre. St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Okay, I think we had the. We didn't have no audio there. I just muted it. So we're gonna have technical difficulties this whole time, but just bear with us. We got Bi here. If y'all didn't hear, we got Bi. We making it happen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Bi. He just dropped his project this year. You know, I mean, what tell us about the project?
The Massacre, man. It was just, just having fun, putting it out there, doing jams with, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers, people I ain't done jams with before.
Right,
You know what I mean? Trying to save some, but we just gonna have to let them loose.
Right. Now this ain't his first joint. You know what I mean?
Not
Like
at all, not at all.
back in the day, you know what I'm saying? You was that guy.
We was trying to be.
Yeah.
Radio thing, catapulted us and everything, but it was nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So how did that kick off? The whole radio thing. How'd you get into that?
I was Yancey with that. That was
Okay.
Yancey. That was the other half with it. He was we was pounding the streets with that. So the jazz. So he got connected in with that radio. So
Nice.
I forget
Nice.
dude's name, Jay Cruz, I think.
Cruz. Okay.
Yeah, so-
Okay.
I think that's what that was.
Nice.
And we just took over from there.
Now, did you have was it like you was playing on regular rotation, or did it have
It
certain
was
spots?
it was a battle of beats, and it was just getting voted on.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what it was. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Getting voted on. So back then, you called in whoever liked it, and that's just what it was.
Mm,
You know what I mean? We ran with that.
nice.
So
Hey, that was.
yeah, that was our classic material right there.
Okay.
We rocked
okay.
that out. So yeah, then 20 years now.
Mm.
That's why I said I did the one, and they were all remixes on that the Massacre. They was all like other people's beats, you could say.
Right. Like
So,
mixtape.
Yeah, mixtape situation. That's how I looked at it. But I remix my own shit. I don't care.
That's a quote right there.
Yeah, right. That holla at me 2.0.
Yeah. That the whole
20
project's
years.
official, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
You know what I mean? Definitely. You got to sit. You got to sit and you can't just listen to one. You got to play the whole thing to get the the whole inside scope of it.
Appreciate that, yo. Tony.
You
It
know.
was with the help of you, though.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
You definitely kept the competition up. You know what I
Right,
mean? Kept
right.
kept the lyrical jump rope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kept it in rotation. Like, yeah, listen to what I just did. Oh, here comes this nigga, man. I gotta go do something else now. This guy come.
Hey, but the beautiful thing about us is we feed off of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The energy just flows.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It just flows.
Yep.
That's the beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
It makes it fun.
Yeah,
Makes
definitely.
it fun to just keep, okay, look what I did, or look what I wrote, or how this sound, and so yeah,
Yeah, you definitely
keep the energy up.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
definitely wasn't, for a while. I think like 16, something like that, 16 years or whatever. I just was chilling,
Mm-hmm.
like nope. But now, it's my therapy. Like, man, just
Yeah.
brain be racing so much. So, and then whenever you write it down on a paper, like it's cool to just jump around. Can't do that really in life.
Okay, let's get into some of these couple of these comments here.
What's the comment saying?
Yeah, what's the project? We got the project. I think we're a little late on some of the comments here.
Oh, okay.
Project.
That's what you-
We already put that up there.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, my man got on the official
Yeah.
limited edition
Take the belly out
inside track t-shirts, which you can get 75% off anything. Oh, not 75%. I'm sorry, Orders over $75, you can get free shipping. You can get 10% off with the live stream code, the promo code. Season 2 live. You know, I'm still trying to calm down a little bit from the technical difficulties we had, you know, trying to moderate.
You got to work it out, though.
Trying to
You gotta work the
moderate
nicks out.
everything. Right.
Mixing and the crannies. This is still hard, though. I never did this one.
Yeah, right.
This is hard.
The shout out to Tees and Tops for the last minute on coming through with the shirts.
Yep.
Really appreciate it. You can check them out. Vandergrift. We're gonna put a link in the description after the stream, and then you know, check it out.
Season Tops always been. We used to go to them way back in the day too.
Yeah.
What it was. That was the spot.
Yeah. Right. They've been around for a while.
Yeah. Shirts, all types of hoodies,
Mm-hmm.
pullovers,
Mm-hmm.
and stitching pullovers and stuff. They've been and how long they've been out here? What, 50 years or something like that?
50 years.
It's at least close to 40 then.
Huh.
Yeah. Tees and Tops is everywhere.
Wow. So if you want one of the limited edition shirts that we have today, put a comment in there. If you have a favorite episode, put that in there. Just leave a good comment and we're going to pick somebody to win, you know, the giveaway. So we're going to be right back. We're going to go into the next episode after this. Don't worry. B.I.'s going to stick around with us. Got some more stories to tell of success. We'll be right back at you.
But I was like, where was the motive?
All right, and we're back. This next episode is episode 2 with Leo. He does construction. He's got his own business right now. I'm pretty sure he's got a website and all that. If he doesn't, or if he does, we're going to put a thing in the description. So we're going to play a little bit of this, and then we're going to comment on it. All right.
On them like that, really.
Oh, you mean the
That's how I have it. Yeah, it goes through my bank.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I use it for. And like I'll purchase like drum kits or stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
like small stuff.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, stuff like that. But like paying bills and stuff like that, I just don't take it that serious. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
why would I use Cash App to pay
Right,
you
right.
know, a bill? Like,
All right.
it doesn't. It's like they got banks for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like my
yeah.
bank card, I have more pride in my bank card. than I
Right.
do-
Yeah. Well, no, I definitely do now.
right, but something like that, you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah. I was at the casino last weekend, last weekend maybe, and I had to get something to drink. So I said here, and they were like, "You have the most unique card I've ever seen." And I was like, "Yeah, give it back.
Right, right,
There's
right.
not that much money in there. Give it back."
Right? Don't you think somebody would be like, hey, where did you get this? Can I
Yeah,
borrow this for a
yeah.
minute? I need to show somebody.
Right.
Like, nah, we're not falling.
No, we're not. Yeah.
But that's all I use my Cash App for. I got my bank card is just plain.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
bank's name, numbers, blah, blah, blah. Go home, use it.
Yeah.
You know, nothing special. you
Right.
know?
No, I'm glad my numbers are on the back of my card.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I would have never been able to put it in there.
Yeah, mine is on the back.
Yeah.
Mine is on the back. But, you know, it's plain. It's like, my shit is plain. Like,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
actually have pride in using your card. You know, you're like, yeah, take this.
There you
Like
go.
this. It doesn't even matter how much you have in your account. It's
Right,
like
right.
the card itself, though.
Yeah. It's got more value than the money in there.
It really does. It's like, oh man. So now I'm like, I gotta beef mine up so I can take pride in you.
Right, right.
Because I don't even carry it with me no more. You know.
No, okay.
I don't even really.
That's
carry
my only form of money. I hardly carry cash now.
Oh, see, we
and,
got to.
and it's like, yeah, I got too dependent on that too. 'Cause
Mm,
nowadays, I mean, if something goes wrong, if the computer shut down,
that's what I'm saying.
can't even, you're just like, shit, now what?
We need to carry cash
Yeah.
more, bro. I was really hard about that too. I was like, oh, we'll just throw the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The $2, you use it on the card. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like, dang. I remember when you used to get frowned upon for
Yeah.
using your card
Yeah.
for $2. It's like, what the? But you know, we're moving toward a cashless society, which is, I believe, is dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because like, look what they did in Canada. You know what I mean? I mean, they shut off people's banks. I mean, they
Yeah.
can do that anywhere.
Anywhere.
But you know, when you have cash, if the stores go down,
Yeah.
you know, their machines go down.
Yep.
You know, you got to have cash.
Yep.
You know, if something happens in an emergency, and you know, everything's relied on cash, and we don't have any cash.
Yeah.
It's like I got thousands of dollars in the bank. It's like,
Exactly.
can you get that?
Exactly. And now with people getting hacked, you
Mm-hmm.
seen Giant Eagle gets hacked. It feels like every week.
Giant Eagle?
Yeah, Giant every week. It feels like they're getting cards hacked and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
That's-
Walmart, like, yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Giant Eagle. I didn't know Giant Eagle got hacked.
Yeah.
Why
Gotta
would you
watch-
want to hack
Gotta
Giant
watch
Eagle?
the internet, man. The internet shows you.
So watch the internet could be a good thing. The internet,
yes. Good and bad. I
good
mean,
and bad, definitely,
yeah.
definitely good and bad. I think I set the levels right last time because the other show I did, it was a different mic, and I had to like manipulate the levels. But we're good though. We're good though, as long as somebody. hacked it.
If I sound like a robot, I mean, I normally do sound like that anyway, so don't try to fix it.
Somebody-
It's just the way I sound.
Somebody's gonna hack the mixer. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we're gonna tweak his voice real
Hello.
quick. Yeah, but speaking of hacking, I was watching some stuff about hacking this morning on the TV, and it was really weird because like they had like stuff about the world's going towards like cyber wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the wars are going to be at cyber wars. You know,
Yeah.
we're talking about, you know, the U.S. doing this and
Yeah.
Russia doing that, and you know, different cyber stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They didn't do, you know, all these shutdowns and this and that is because there's a cyber war going on in the
Right.
background.
Yeah.
And we're too oblivious. Like we don't know.
Exactly.
We don't.
I
know
mean,
these
we
things.
see the stuff that's going on in the world right now, like the fires in California. That's all.
Okay, and we're back. Please bear with us. Technical difficulties trying to run it and speak at the same time. It makes it hard. But here we are for the first giveaway. So if you type in Inside Track Season 2 in the chat, going to pick a winner. Live winner for the first t-shirt. We got t-shirts. Okay, we're give me a second here. What am I doing?
Over there on the chair.
Oh, look at that. All right, here we are. Here we go. Your limited edition t-shirt. Inside Track. Season 2. See? This is your shirt. Congratulations. Once again, shout out to Tees and Tops
Yeah.
for the last minute thing going on with these t-shirts. I really appreciate it. So CC, there's your shirt. All right, congratulations. So we got my man B.I.'s here. It's
Yo.
really appreciate you coming through, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So what do you got? What's your next project you got planned?
Trying to get this, trying to get this hard hat thing up. You know what I mean? Put mine's last. You know what I mean?
Right,
You know, I was trying
right.
to collab with you.
Yes, sir.
Fergie's,
Yes, sir.
both of them. Get that hard hat thing up. That thing will be hard. But I don't know. Really, I'm just going with the flow right now.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make it happen.
Gotcha.
We got life. What Smokey say? Life and life should be happening.
Yeah.
Shit,
Right.
It's rough, but
You're right,
Yeah.
definitely. I know I got the mixtape dropping.
yeah. So what you?
Just about done, just wrapping up the little ins and odds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably play one of the songs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Looking forward to
Sometime
hearing that.
tonight.
Yeah,
You know. Make sure you stick around. Catch that song off the mixtape. It's called Basic Training. And it's just a mixtape. And then after Basic Training, you know, it's Active Duty. So that's all that's in the cut too also. In the hip hop album, collaboration with a lot of different people. Of course, you're going to hear more from my man B.I. on there. Oh, there's going to be a link to The Massacre in there too. So you can definitely check that out. I also want to say our drink of the show is Turner's Tea. Not a sponsor or anything like
yeah,
that.
not old E.
Turner's Tea, we've been drinking that. You know, that's the drink of the show. Not a sponsor. Working on something like that. But shout out to Turner's for making the good tea, you know. So, but we're gonna go and play some more music for you and get this next episode queued up, and then we'll be back after that.
My hubby wanted to last longer in bed, and this is how he did it. If your man is struggling with early climax and getting angry,
and you know.
Okay, I think we are good. Had another crash using OBS. Doesn't seem like it's going to do it. Going to fix something. Going to do something else for the next one. It's the first one, so just bear with me. And we'll work through this with everything we got going on. So, but the next episode we're going to do, it was a special pull up. Went to my bro, Smoke Dog, and we did the episode. Made it work. And if I can get it right, there we go. There we go. See, I'm using a mouse. And just trying to see the screen over here. All right, let's get into it.
So what is it now? They see that.
You know what I mean? And then you look over and you didn't hit the record button.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh man, and you can't catch that moment again.
You can't capture that energy.
Yeah.
That energy is gone, you know. So, I mean, but here it is, you know. We're just giving it to the people, you know. Back and, you know, but just letting everybody know that this ain't something to walk in the park. If we make it look easy, it's not.
Oh no, it's tough. But again, it depends on. I think that if people tackle what they know instead of trying to go off of what's popular,
Right.
like just go off of what you know,
Right.
instead of trying to chase the trends.
Mhm.
Like if you're a dude that likes, I don't know, Legos, talk about Legos and make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like stay in your lane, but stay in your wheelhouse of what you know that you can talk about.
Yeah, true. And I mean, like, a lot of people have different content creation. Some people do reactions. Some people do everything, you know. And then whatever their niche is, or niche, however you say that, I don't know.
The reactors are the shit.
Yeah.
They crack me up. I mean,
You watch any reactors?
I just getting on some of them. Screwface John.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Shaq's legendary.
Him.
Shaq is legendary.
And the little dude always say, "Come on, bro. Come on, bro." The little dude, he's a young dude, but yeah, he got the glasses. But
Trying to think. I think I know who you're talking about, but I just can't remember his name.
I'm just getting on. I'm just getting on with them, just through this recent battle. But I really wasn't on him like that, really.
Oh, you mean the Joey Badass?
Yeah, the Joey and the Drake and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know nothing about them until that, and they got a whole fucking community that they cultivated over there. Which is cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, that whole community of just reactors.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is cool. Not my lane, but it's cool.
Right.
It's cool.
You know,
Like,
I do reactions. I do. I got two. I think I told you I got two reaction channels. One I do regular. I do like superhero stuff.
right.
It's illegal to drive without car insurance in almost every US state, but there's one thing you could try pretty much any time if you want to save money. So I found this website, and look at the difference. $159 a month. I thought this was the best price I could find. Don't even look anywhere else. This is the best price, right? Wrong. Now look at my new price, $47 a month for 2 cars. And honestly, the whole process to shop for better car insurance options blew me away. And I didn't have to jump through a ton of hoops to get matched and switch. So many of us are paying way more than we need to just because we never bother to check for better options. So if you want to try this website, I put the link below. It took 2 minutes to get matched with an insurance provider super fast. You gotta trust me on this. Just try it out.
All right, guys, what do we do if we are facing a denial? So a couple things. One, how long has it been? How long has it
Do like reaction to like Superman trailers and stuff like that.
The video games
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, video games, movies, pretty much movies, and I just started getting into like it started going towards like the superhero stuff. Because like when I first started, I was doing everything. I was doing like the movies and I would watch them, and I wouldn't watch them at all.
Oh,
I would just say, okay, I'm gonna react to it.
off
and
the
then
strength of the trailer.
Exactly, and then I was like, I'd never seen it, so I would film myself actually doing it, watching it for the first time.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of reactors, they say, that do stuff like that. They'll say, okay, I'm listening to this song for the first time, or I'm watching this for the first time. I watch it for the first time. I'm not saying they don't, but I do it. But there was some that I didn't want to put out because it was just like, yeah, this is gonna not go over well with YouTube. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So, and I haven't really done any of those lately, but I'm gonna start watching them ahead of time, so I can and try a different approach to it.
I think that's dope because you got two different types of verticals. You got the pre and the after, because now you can give a prediction from the trailer, right? Say yeah, according to you can be like that, and then after you watch it, you can be right or wrong. Like you see what I'm trying to say? Like according to this trailer, I think this is gonna suck, or this is gonna be a blockbuster smash.
Right.
You can be right or you can be wrong. You know what I mean? That's another little nuance type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Definitely. So I'm just gonna try to take a different approach to it.
Right.
Because it'll be the first time watching the actual trailer and then going back into it.
Right.
But, you always got to try something different.
Right.
As a content creator, you got to explore different, avenues and stuff, but not outside of what you normally do. I don't think,
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna try to go like I don't do like the raps and stuff like that or the review music, react to music.
Right.
Because for one, a lot of people get that copyright notice thing on there.
Yeah, a lot of them they're definitely not green.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I don't feel like. I mean, you get a lot of that with the movies too, but there's a lot of trailers that people make.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I did a couple of those, but I'm just not gonna do the music.
Yeah, people do make trailers. I got caught up. I thought there was gonna be a movie for Scarface 2. And it was fan made, but it looked real.
They
It
get
looked
you.
real.
They get you, and that's one of the things I was doing too. Was going into doing some of those fan made trailers, and like, yeah, whoever made this trailer, they got to take it back, and then just putting out what I liked about it and what I didn't like about it, and and encouraging people to put that stuff in the comments.
Yeah.
And it's like put it in the comments what you think, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really it gets that's what it is, that engagement. You know what I'm saying? And getting people to engage in what you got going on too.
Right.
But
True.
it depends on what side of the YouTube or whatever platform you're using. What side of your algorithm are you on?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're on the good side of the algorithm, you're gonna be all right. If you're on the bad side of the algorithm,
Right. I mean, we're content creators. Some of the people that are watching this never watched this before or know who you are. You want to let people know who you are?
my name is Smoke.
Smoke.
Smoke the mayor, man. Nothing fancy. Regular shit.
Make sure you check out Smoke's page. We're gonna put a link in the description.
Shout out to my boys, Paco, Chris Clay, MJ, Reno Shebang, Fly Through Gang, Group, all that.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in the comments or in the description so y'all can check that out. Follow Smoke, follow the Slide Through, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Great content, Great.
400 and some people in there, man.
And is that the group?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
you give me that water out of there? And that,
But that's also like a community within itself. You got
oh,
people.
thanks, bro. Oh, I had one in there.
Oh,
Thanks.
I didn't even see it. Oh, you said, can you hand me that water? in
Yeah.
there? I didn't even hear it.
Appreciate you, bro.
But that's became like a community. You got people in there, you know, selling eggs. You know what I'm saying? Because they got farms. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, you got people in there that's slinging their merchandise. You know what I mean? Obviously, people in there with their own music. People,
Right. It's busy in there.
Yeah.
It's busy. It's busy. I see you got
some polls in there.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You got the polls in there.
Yeah.
Little quizzes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun. It's more than just your regular group.
Yeah, it's no like.
Let's get to the. Oh, this is about the third time I dropped it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are again. Full of technical difficulties, but loving every one of them.
Right.
Well, we are here loving every single one of them. So I got a question for you, bro.
Yo.
It's a couple questions I never, ask you because we're always working.
Right.
So growing up, when you was younger, and your inspiration to do the music, like what inspires you to write? Because I know you go to a certain place and you write, and it's just like boom.
I mean, it's been a lot of different aspects. You talking about with the music,
Yes, sir.
where it came from. Like, I mean, so I said, back way back then, was what Rakim and them. We NWA, Run DMC, but like locally, it was DB, Pac. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers that I knew. What was it? Tuffy Tough was even like, shit, them niggas can do it, I could do it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like when it come down to inspiration for it, bro, as time, like I try to just take things from life. You know what I mean? Like this is because I used to be like, well, I was living the stuff that I was doing, but it's like now you're going to work. So how are you gonna be rapping about that? But I still made it sound good though.
Right. Right.
Because the sunny days is really all about my day. It's a me getting up going to work, and it still sounded hard. So.
Right. Just as hard as if you was talking. You know what I mean? Like you was talking before. You know what I mean? Either however you talk.
Right.
You put that all, and it's like you. It's within you. You know what I'm saying?
It's the way that it's said, the way that it's being presented. You can make anything.
Truth.
You can rap up, and being an MC, you know what I mean. That's being able to talk about anything.
True. You never run out of things to rap about.
Yeah.
I hear some people, some rappers talking about, man, I'm older now and I don't have anything to rap about.
Yeah, it's still life though.
It's yep, exactly.
You still go through. You still have to live life. You still get up and go through things. You still get cold. You still get hot. So I mean, it's life though. So you really can't. I mean, KRS-One with his, you know what I mean. I mean, this dude got since the beginning of all this. What is hip hop? Only 50 years old.
Right.
So-
Right. Truth. And that's another thing about how people would say, okay, well, you get to a certain age and you're done. You can't rap no more.
Yeah.
But hip hop is only 50 years old.
Yeah.
So where did that come from?
Right.
It's a marketing thing.
Right. Stereotype.
It definitely
because
is.
the what's the name? People, them old, they're like 70 something years old still out there. Ozzy Osbourne just died. He was, you know what I mean?
Right.
So Dude was probably on stage type shit.
Right. He what? I think it was like a couple weeks before he passed away, he was on stage.
He's still out there doing it. So I mean, if you love, like I love music, so you know what I mean. It is what it is when it comes to the music. Like I love the beats. I love
Truth.
I love music, and I'm growing. So might as well just keep going.
It's part of you.
Yeah, it's
You know,
part-
it's
yeah.
always going to be. That never leaves.
Yep.
You know, and it's like I mean, that's with anything. You got the UFC fighters, you got sports people, football players, basketball players. They want to play until they're, you know, and they're, you know, but if your body can't do it,
Right.
you can't do
But
it.
as long as I can think and write and
Exactly.
you know what I mean, I'll still be able to mess with
Yep,
it.
yep.
So
Yep.
that's,
You know,
that's one thing that I'm definitely with, because it's like I said, it's my therapy. It just helps. I can go to my own little zone and go on about my business, and 3 hours later come out like,
Right.
you know, I'm cool.
Right.
So,
Heck
that's
yeah.
it.
That's definitely. We got another episode to go through. We're gonna talk about that. That last episode with Smoke Dog. Shout out to Smoke Dog.
Smokey.
Thanks for doing that, bro. We always have great conversations. You know, whenever we talk. And if any of y'all haven't seen that episode, go back and see it. Go back and watch the whole season 1 and get caught up on who was on here, because we got some amazing guests that come on the show, and you know the talk that we have, the topics, and you get to hear how they made it to where they are in whatever field. This show isn't only about music. We did have a lot of artists on here, but this show's for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's for anybody. Come up here and talk about, if you, you go to work every day, you make shoes or whatever it is. You just come up here and we have a conversation. This is what it is, and you know, your life is a success within itself. So shout out to Smoke on that last episode. We're going to take us a little break, and then we're going to go into some more giveaway stuff. And I'm going to play a song from the upcoming Basic Training mixtape, and we're going to get into some other music and some other things and stuff like that. We got a whole night ahead of us. So make sure you don't leave. If you do, come back, or you're going to miss it. We'll be back.
Have you ever wondered if you could make
Ladies and gentlemen, I am getting a workout, going from the seat to the board, just figuring it all out, putting it together. We got a monitor here. We're watching the comments. We got yeah, it's just a lot going on. So we got our next episode. We have the return of Swiv. Swiv returns. And, you know, we can pretty much continue our conversation from the first episode. So let's go check that out.
So this is so you're doing a recap.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, yeah, I fucked up. So now you can start the healing process. You know what I mean? I don't mean like go out and just like tell, hey, I fucked up. You know what I mean? But to yourself to know, you know what I mean? And I think
I fucked up.
A lot of people, you know, I've seen a lot of people that don't want to admit when they're wrong, like little small things. You know, it's like, come on.
What you getting at?
Like,
you trying to get me to just, man, he trying to get nigga come all the way out on the closet on this bitch.
No. I'm just saying. You know, I know, because I mean that's where you know that's a part of.
It's just a part of
unplugging.
my life.
That's part of unplugging. Is you know, once you unplug, then you can admit that you need to unplug.
Right.
That's what I'm. You know what I mean?
No,
that's
I
why
feel
I'm
you.
explaining that.
I appreciate it, Bruce. Like
Yeah.
I do, because this is the pushes that I need, and you real enough, dude. And if anybody that's trying to do a pod, if nobody knows, like I do, you a real nigga on how you come, or a real dude how you come, and how you present like a hard situation, or me being an asshole, or whatever the situation is, bro. This is somebody that could really sit down and I'm gonna let him sort that out.
Right.
And let you back away and come back as a professional. So that's real.
Yeah,
we
appreciate
fuck
that,
with
bro.
Bruce.
Definitely.
Bruce is
bro.
real.
You know what I mean? Definitely, bro.
Nah.
Well, you know, we're getting closer to spring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're getting closer to spring.
Gotta come outside.
Yeah. You know, the tradition of the spring is the Punxsutawney Phil. You know, that the
Oh, I know
groundhog.
what you mean. Yeah,
Stay in
the
your shadow, the
Punxsutawney.
groundhog.
Yeah.
You know, yes, the irony is, yes, it's a tradition. Everybody knows when it's
Groundhog
announced.
Day.
It's 6 weeks. You know, it's 6 weeks till spring. You
Yep.
know, that's a tradition, and a lot of people. That's like fireworks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like fireworks, and I've read somewhere like people are having problems because they're supposed to be doing something. Like somebody said something about getting rid of the whole tradition of the groundhog. Yeah, and I forget where I read it at, but they were saying something about that. But that is tradition. You gotta leave traditions alone.
Yeah. You
gotta leave them alone.
Yeah, you can't do that. If we've been doing the Groundhog Day since day one,
Yeah.
can't do that.
Look at that! I can't even get my. I gotta shut this alarm off. But yeah, don't you know what I mean? Leave that alone. Leave that alone. That's like, you know, taking anything. It's almost a holiday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Groundhog's Day. You know.
And that's the thing. I don't do holidays. I don't be around my family.
I got you.
I kind of shelter myself
Mm-hmm.
and do that. But
You, just you, building your app on Base 44. Describe it. And it's real.
yeah, you can't do that.
No, you
Like,
can't.
You can't. The whole family doing it.
Right.
That's
There-
right.
Yeah. Speaking of holidays, we don't do Halloween.
No,
Nope.
you don't do Halloween.
Nope. We don't do Halloween.
What?
We don't do Halloween. A lot of reasons. You know what I mean? A lot of reasons. We just don't do it because, I mean, it goes down. It goes deep into a spiritual realm and all that. You know what I mean? We could probably have a whole pod on just that topic right there.
Do that in the future.
You know what I'm saying? Just that topic right there.
gonna
But
have to.
we don't do, you know what I mean? Don't do Halloween. Our kids, they'll do like the school stuff and all that, but don't do the Halloween. It's like, nope, not here. We don't turn the lights on. We don't give out candy.
I'll tell you like that, man. I don't do no holidays. So I mean, I stay by myself. I see the family when they come around, the kids and shit. But I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be around people.
I got you.
And it's just really just because I feel like my family, I never felt like my family was cool. Like my family, not cool, but cool with me. Just cool with me. They either had a problem with me rapping or a problem with me riding dirt bikes, or I'm just immature and you just can't get it straight. So at the end of the day, nigga, do your thing.
Oh, wait, let's back up a minute because you said about the dirt bikes. I know we touched that subject.
Yeah, I got a song called 450 Banger.
People don't know. A lot of people don't know about you and your
Monster
dirt bike.
Energy Supercross.
See,
Man,
that's something about you a lot of people don't know.
585 on my chest. 585,
see?
585, 558 on this side.
Nice. See, like some people
Dylan
don't know.
Slusher, he dead and gone.
Who?
Dylan Slusher.
Was he a rider?
Shout out Slush Puppy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
he died 24 years old of brain aneurysm. It was bad. He was on a tour bus to go ride dirt bikes and everything, bro.
What?
Literally.
Dang,
that shit was crazy. I was like 20. I was 17. Yeah.
When you was riding?
Yeah, 17, 18. Shit was
Nice.
crazy.
Nice.
He passed away on some random shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
So did you do like the competitions or you just like
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I raced. I
Nice.
did all that. I was a B-class racer for Nash Motorsports.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, that's accomplishment stuff right there, bro. That's beautiful.
I got a sponsorship when I was 17. I started riding at 16. I built my first 125. I built it up. I built it because I bought it on Craigslist and it was blown up. But they told me that my mom told me if I got a dirt bike, if I could work on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a dirt bike and I wanted to ride a dirt bike. So I was in Vandergrift building my dirt bike up on Beach Street, building my bike up, got a dirt bike from my dog Quincy, and I just started riding. And I started riding around town, getting charges on that shit and everything. I started acting up.
Wow,
Yeah.
bro, that's nuts.
That's real.
That is, bro.
That's real as fuck.
And you know what I mean? Like, that's what, like, when you get a little older, those are the type of things that people like, what? I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did, you know what I mean? And it's like, and that right there gives you like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? It gives you that good feel. Like, I'm proud of what I've done. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like it won't in a sense of my direction. So listen, to know where I'm at now is to understand like what it is to be a kid that's a fan of somebody, idolizes an image, gets entangled in a lifestyle that he doesn't want to really be involved. He want to be like somebody, looking up to people. Same shit the kids do every day. And then they get killed. And then they get into bad situations. I don't want to do that. I don't want to die young.
I got you.
Forever young. You feel me? Like,
Right.
I just want to be a smarter person because I already got myself in a mix of some dumb shit.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, I didn't have to. I looked up to Wiz Khalifa. He deemed relatable. And I fucking goddamn hung myself. And that's what it is. And now I'm trying to represent something positive. To bring up dirt bikes now is like a slap in the face to my people that I fuck with.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
So it's like podcast for a reason.
Yeah,
Some
right,
people need
right,
to hear that.
right,
And
right.
that's real.
Right.
So,
I understand that.
yeah.
Okay.
But I do like dirt bikes. Like, dirt bikes are hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably just the nature of tinkering with, with some things. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
did you tear apart stuff when you was younger? Like,
Yeah.
you tore apart a lot of things,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah.
But I just didn't have the producer mindset.
I got
I
you.
can't get into it now. It's very hard for me.
Yeah.
And I can't like.
Imagine uploading a CAD design drawing and asking an AI to generate a realistic building based on it.
I can't like even with the dirt bikes, I watched a YouTube video how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I did have parts left over, like, but they worked. Like it might be like I might have like a bolt here or something like that, but it kicked over. It had compression. Like that shit was cool. I got my piston rings right. When I had a 4-stroke, me and a kid named Chandler busted the 4-stroke down and we built that shit up. So I'm like, it's like, I don't know how to work on buckets. I don't know how to do camshafts.
Gotcha.
But he do.
Gotcha.
I know how to do piston rings. I know how to do whatever, and that's on a 2-stroke to a 4-stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So we built up a bike ourselves. And I was sponsored with Nash, so I was getting gear. So it was like,
that's a win-win right there.
Until you don't get sponsored no more because you want to ride dirt bikes in the street and be a gunner,
I got you.
and you want to hang out. But I still looked up to people like, I only wanted a dirt bike so I could ride to my friend's house on a bike. That's the only reason why I ever wanted one. But my mom told me I couldn't ride one unless I went to a track because she's a safety hazard.
Got you. She's doing her job,
So once I got my bike in my possession, every time mom left, I'm in the street. I'm just trying to do something. The police started getting me fines and all that shit. And then I lost my sponsorships and I'm not a dirt bike rider.
And the rest is history.
That's it. So that was it for that. We started to rap.
It's like, next.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You get older and you find yourself, doing different things just because of your, you just want to have a different mindset. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, one day you wake up, you're like, you know what? I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
I'm going to try this. You know what I mean?
But who do you discredit when you do that?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't even know what I mean.
Well, we got to figure it out.
No, I'm just saying, who do you discredit? Because look, I'm trying to get a lot of my friends telling me, and we even had a situation today where it's like, damn, man, I had a homie pass away and he was rapping. And now that I'm slowing down on my rap career, I'm starting to hear people a lot different. So now I'm like, bro, am I wrong for trying to be a rapper so long? Because now you gotta think, I idolize different rappers, different idealistics. You don't know who knows who. You don't know. And it's like, bro, when you're telling your best friend, like, oh, I know this, and oh, I'm knowing this, and this is my favorite rapper, and that, but they might.
I'll do this while you're smoking. All right. Back here. Shout out Swift. Coming back. B.I. went on a smoke break. Cigarette smoke break. I don't smoke, so we're going to run through it. That conversation me and Swift actually did 4 episodes. We actually did 4 episodes, but we only put up 2 because the other 2 episodes, just a little, we wasn't sure if we should have been, should have done that because we just completely forgot. The Karen was there and spoke. But, you never know. You may see him. You may not see him. But is what it is. Shout out to Swiv. You will see him again. He will definitely be back for season 2. We're definitely looking, got some heavy hitters coming on the show soon for season 2. Just trying to do something different. Again, if you go get the merch, put in the code season 2 live. You have to have your stuff in the cart. Season 2 live, you'll get 10% off of any of the merch that's going on. This merch will only last until there is 100 sold of the shirts or till season 6 comes. So get that. Automatically, if you have over $75 in your basket, you will get free shipping. That's automatically added to your thing. So we put the merch up there and just going to try to do something with it. I mean, that's the thing to do when you have YouTube, I guess. So we're going to push it. We got these designed. Once again, shout out to Tees and Tops for these wonderful shirts for the last minute. If you definitely need something, they will take care of you. There will be a link in the description for it after the stream. You do the edit thing after that. And here we are. We're going to go to the next episode. We're having technical difficulties with OBS. Now, this is the first time. This isn't the first time streaming, but this is the first time multiple things going on. There's just a whole bunch of things going on. I could, see the comments, and they got the camera, and then the mix. Yeah, a lot. There's a lot going on. So if you saw, we did the comedy show, and that was great. I had to put it over 18 because, you can't see it. If you're under 18, I had to make sure that was good because there was some foul stuff talked in there, some bad words thrown around in there. But here we are. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to keep going for the new season. Season 2. We're just recapping season 1. We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna queue up the next episode, and we're gonna go from there. And then we got this next giveaway. We're going to go. So comment live stream 2 in the comments. And then after a few episodes, we're going to pick, and then you get the limited edition. These are actually just limited edition, not season 2. They're just limited edition Inside Track shirts. So comment in the comments, and we'll pick a commenter to win this shirt. Thanks.
What? Another?
We're freaking out.
Bro, yeah.
Freaking out, bro.
I mean, the whole TikTok thing, I mean, I get it. I understand. There's 170 million TikTok users out there. And that's been affected.
That's a lot.
So I get that. And I'm like, all right, I don't, whatever. If I lose it, I lose it. I'm going to continue doing what I do.
Right.
And I remember that Sunday morning, I opened up my laptop and I was about to finish a project that I'm about 98% done. I get that, bloom, due to US ban, da 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 da. I'm like, I can't access my.
And you have the pro version too, right?
I have the pro version.
Yeah.
I paid for it. Like, bro, I paid for it. I'm like, let me export it. Like, let me whatever's there. I mean, I'm 98%. I think
I had to put another word or two, or whatever, and I'm done.
Mhm.
I can't even do that. I can see it, but then for a second, and then it closes out.
Yep.
I'm like, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? So I'm like, I'm looking at ways off camera or something. I'm looking at ways to try to, hack it, and I'm like trying to get the crack it, and everything,
Yeah.
because I just want to get myself. I paid for it.
Mhm.
Like I didn't feel bad at all because I paid for it.
Right. So you really wouldn't be, you paid for it. So
Well, 2 days later, it came back.
Mhm.
So I was good. I was able to finish it.
Yeah.
But it was definitely scary. It made me think twice about subscription. You know what I mean? Because one thing I do like about Final Cut Pro, you paid, the $300 and it's mine. I don't have to worry about, I don't have to rely on the internet, the cloud
Right.
for anything.
Right.
It's mine. I can go in the middle of the desert and be editing off the grid,
Mhm.
no Wi-Fi, nothing. And I can complete from front to from start to finish.
Right.
But on CapCut, it relies on, the servers, the cloud, and things of that nature. It want to make sure that you're checked in. It wants to make sure that you're a pro, or you can't use the pro features, yada, yada, yada. I hate it, but I do find CapCut to be valuable. It has value to
Yes,
it. That's why I
yes.
keep paying my $9 a month. You know?
I use a different array of software, but
Yeah.
do you know if they have a full version, like a standalone version? Like,
You talking about CapCut?
Yeah.
So I mean, CapCut, they have, I guess it's be like a free version. So
Yeah.
if you download the free version, you can use it. You don't need the internet. You still do. I lie. You still
Yeah, you gotta
because you have to
sign
download
in.
the transitions. You have to download all the little fancy things. So I think the difference between like CapCut and like Final Cut Pro, the Final Cut Pro is a whole package. It's like 3-4 gigs big or whatever. It's a whole package. Everything is there. You don't
For
have
the-
to
for
download
Final Cut.
for Final Cut Pro. To work CapCut, you get the free one that you don't have to pay. That's fine. You can use it, no watermark. You can do whatever. And then if you get the pro version, it's still the same thing. You're just able to download certain assets to that program that says pro on it. And if it says pro on it, this is how to get you. So when you export the video, and it knows you want your video, you get this beautiful, masterpiece of an edit. All you want is to write it into, to an MP4 file. That's all you want.
Right.
That's how they get you. So now you either got to be a pro member to unlock that feature. If you're a pro member, it locks it, you download it, whatever, you're good. So that's, to me, I wish I can just buy it. I don't care if it's $1,000. Let me buy it.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me just buy it.
Yeah.
And then you could even charge me for every update.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm fine with that.
I
Giving
know.
them $9.99 a month, but to their I don't know. It's a good video editing platform.
Right,
It
right.
really is. I can't.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. Is that what you use?
I use that. I'll like maybe edit it something it depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because like I'll use all the different softwares that I have for certain things.
For certain things.
I use
Makes
Adobe Premiere, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? After Effects, I still use
After
that.
Effects, yeah.
You know what I
You're
mean?
dope with the After Effects. I could really never get into that, but that's
I
dope.
love it, man.
Yeah.
Once I figured out, certain things, I was just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
You can.
I did a lot of stuff in that, After Effects. The Supergirl thing.
Yep.
I did the Supergirl
I
thing in
remember.
After Effects.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be going back into that. But I use a different, array of programs. Like I'll use After Effects using like music videos.
Okay.
And then like there's something like the LUTs or color correction
LUTs, yeah.
that are in CapCut, the filters.
The filters. LUTs filters. Yeah.
Man, I'm like, what?
They're pretty amazing. Again,
Yeah.
you see a little thing on it. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. So
I pay my subscription faithfully. You know what I mean?
Right.
Faithfully. But all the other softwares, like Adobe, I bought that outright. You
Okay.
know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
outright. Those softwares you can get, outright.
You can't buy those no more.
No, you cannot.
See, you're lucky,
cannot.
man. You can't
No, you
buy that
cannot.
anymore. So
No, you cannot. The
Someone like-
very last version that you could buy, I have.
Okay.
I forget which the number it is. I haven't used it in a while. But anyway,
that's dope. That's dope.
yeah. But now I think everything's subscription.
Yeah. I hate
Everything is subscription.
that. I hate that. Boo. I hate that.
Yeah, yeah. I use plugins for Pro Tools and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, I bought a bunch of Waves plugins, and then they were talking about. I think it was like 2 years ago. They were talking about going to subscription. So they sent this email out and was talking about people going subscription. Everybody had an uproar.
Of course.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was like, what? I got all these
Yep.
It was like everybody. As soon as you go to subscription based, people are just in an uproar.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But honestly, that's the way everybody's going.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I find myself going to the subscription base because we try to get on these different platforms
Right.
as far as music,
Mhm.
you know, and it's like, well, I could be making more if I did direct to consumer. You know what I mean?
true.
So it's like, okay, now I have a website and then it's subscription based. You can download, you can listen, you know, all of that stuff. And it's like, we're still trying to tweak it and do all that, you know. But man, I'm like, I hated subscriptions, but here I am
Here we are.
setting up listeners and you know, people for subscriptions.
That's crazy. I just wish it would all go away, but unfortunately, it's here to stay. It's here to stay.
I really would like, as far as music, I would really like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to go back to CDs. You know what I mean? Because like you go get. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That was Sean Wave Go. He does travel stuff. He started out doing music videos. Well, I mean, back in the day, he would do fix things. He still fixes stuff. I mean, but he did video game fixing stuff. Now and then he went to music videos. Now he does travel stuff. And the man, go check his channel out. We're going to put subscriptions. We're going to put links all through this description of everything that's going on here. But, you know, the in-depth conversation we had about cybersecurity and all that stuff, and, you know, AI, and, you know, a lot of things are changing. So, but here we are today. We just gotta make our way through it. Some people don't like the AI, you know, some people do like it. Some people, you know, technically advanced, and some people aren't. It is you know, whoever's whoever, you know what I mean? So my thing is, I've talked about this before. The state of the movie industry today. Okay. The way that the movies were back in the day, the horror movies, the action movies, versus today. There's more technology, so you would expect the movies to be better, but they're not.
Some are, but see, nowadays, scary movies don't even be a whole bunch of gory, bloody shit no more. It'll be like, okay, Sinners was a crazy movie.
I saw that.
But it wasn't like scary.
Right.
Like, you know, like I was more scared on like, what's that movie with that old man? He was blind, but he could hear like hell. And he had them kids in that house. They went to go rob him. Be something quiet or something. He turned off he can't see. That's what it was. He can't see, so he can hear. He turned off he locked all the doors, turned off all the lights. Now you're on my level. Now that was some scary shit. That was some scary shit.
Is that a newer movie?
It's older, but not old, but around this, you know, that you talking about this era type.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I forget what it's called. Something like it wasn't A Quiet Place. That's what Bullock, ain't it? That's what Sandra Bullock. Yeah, there's a movie called A Quiet. And if you speak, these alien things come get you. That ain't even scary.
Oh,
but you right though. Like back in the day, like Jason, and I mean, I laugh at Freddy now.
Yeah.
Like that shit. What we was scared of this shit?
Yeah. Right.
That shit's hilarious.
Right. I've said this a million times before, and I'll keep saying it. This is what is really weird. As a kid, you don't realize it until you're an adult. If you want, at Halloween, you dress up as Freddy Krueger and all this, you know, the Lucky Charms dude, you know, And
Yeah.
all I said the Lucky Charms. Dude, I forget the name of the movie.
The Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun.
Yeah, he said Lucky Charms. didn't he?
I was close.
Yeah.
I was close.
I get you.
But you dress up as all of that stuff for Halloween as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't watch none of those movies
As a kid?
as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
So then watch how to be it.
so you're right. You know. So how are you able to dress up as that if you're not allowed to watch those movies? And like you can't sell that to kids, but you can sell that. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
But that's
Yeah, I
really
see
weird.
What you're saying.
That is really weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird. You can't.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I would be
It's
Freddy
not for
Krueger.
kids, but yet you make outfits for kids.
Yeah, I had
That can't even watch the movies.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Oh, they say accompanied. You know, gotta be 16 or older or something like that, and be accompanied by a parent. But if you're not 16, but you know, they market it to younger kids.
Right. That's what they was doing with them with the gummies. That's why I heard they wasn't and the vapes.
Really?
Yeah, making what was it like blueberry fantastic or something. You know what I mean? They make up some or bubble hubba taste. You know what I mean? Like they'll make up like little things for the kid. I mean, it gears it towards kids. They make it look good. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
so.
Right.
Yeah, but it ain't for them though. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right, right.
I mean, then there's an epidemic of the kids doing it. Like,
Yeah. Me and my brother, we had Freddy Krueger toys. You know, they were like stuffed animal dolls. You know, did the pull string, and he would say stuff, and then like we made fun of it because it sounded like he was saying tater tot. You know, we're kids.
Funny
You
as
know,
hell.
we never watched the movie.
I had the little thing though. You slide on his little
Oh
his
yeah,
little thing.
Yeah.
We had that.
yeah. It's marketed to kids, but you
And
know,
I mean, Jason is what? That's a hockey mask.
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
That ain't you didn't turn the hockey mask scary.
Yeah, right.
Like that's
right,
really what all that is.
right, right.
And Mike Myers mask is homie from what's that way back in the day with Spock? What's that movie? I mean, what's that? What's
Oh, you talking Star Trek? Star
So
Trek.
what's that dude? The lead dude, Captain Kirk.
Oh, you talking about?
So that's really dude's face, just not with the just painted white. That's really who that is. Like, you go do the history on that on Mike's face where
Yeah.
they got it from. It's really William Shatner. That's what it is. It's William Shatner's face painted white. That's crazy as hell. That's the original Mike Myers, William Shatner.
Wow.
Really, that's what it was. That's what it is.
Man, I'm getting an education on the movies today.
Crazy as hell. Yeah, I
That
seen
is-
that. I was like, man, that's wild. William Shatner. That's really what it was. 'Cause
Wow.
They was like, we gotta go get a mask, trying to bite from Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, I forget how they did it, but that's really all it was. It was William Shatner's face. Wow. And they just spray painted it.
See, now I'm gonna have to.
Yep, you gotta go look that up.
I gotta go
said-
down the
I was like,
rabbit
when
hole.
I found that, I said, oh shit, that's crazy. He do look like Mike a little bit.
I gotta go down the
Funny
rabbit
as
hole.
hell.
Dang, that's something. You know, when you find out those little movie quirks like that, you're like, wow, it's a little intriguing. You know what I mean? Makes you look into it.
I always like watching like the bloopers and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Tropic Thunder had me.
Oh my god,
Tropic Thunder.
one of my
man.
favorite movies.
And I watched the extended version, yo, where Jack Black's drug dealer, he was chasing his
Oh, for real?
in the movie.
Wow.
Right when the fireworks was going on right before they seen old boy, and he said he was sleeping out there. He said beds give me nightmares. But Jack Black letting off the fireworks, and Jack was looking for his drug dealer. It was him. I think he was playing another person in there too, and he was just running around. It was hilarious, man.
Wow.
That movie's hilarious as hell. So like all the little bloopers.
Yeah, that's one of my. What Robert Downey did in
Man, listen, man, he's him. I don't know nobody else that we ever let it get away with that shit like that.
Yeah.
He did it so good that this fool, he got away with it. The way he was talking, like that shit is hilarious.
Classic,
man.
bro.
And they said Brandon gave them that Brandon like would take them. Are we allowed to say this? Or what's going to be funny and what's not? You
Right.
know what I mean? Borderline because it's borderline racist. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But it was fucking hilarious. Though, man. That's for him to I mean, he did blackface, yo, with a black dude in the movie with him, yo.
Yeah.
He said, "No, gotta give it to Crocodile Dundee." I said, "This nigga's crazy." Hey man, that movie's crazy, man.
Robert Downey's one of my favorite actors.
He's hilarious, yeah. And he went through some rough. He had it rough.
He did.
He went through some times. I think he was drinking and he fell off. Type, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh man, it's vicious.
Yeah. You got Robert Downey. Robert Downey. It's Robert Downey, Patrick Stewart.
Who's that one?
Patrick Stewart is the guy who played Captain Kirk, or not Captain Kirk, Captain Picard on Star Trek, or Next Generation. I don't know if you got into the.
No, I know Spock.
Oh yeah,
that's what you talking about. The
that's the first Star Trek.
Oh.
Star Trek: The Next Generation is the continuation. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They got so many of them.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean? I stopped at like Voyager or something like that.
Okay.
You know, it was like I think they're still making them. I don't know.
Yeah, I never got into the, Spock and beam me up.
Yeah,
I never wanted to be beamed up. Hey, but Jay said your boy Spock because there wasn't no black people. There was a black chick on there, though, wasn't there?
Yeah.
They said your man was the closest thing to black, though.
Well,
On because he was from a whole nother planet, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
With them ears, he had the geeky ass ears.
Yeah.
He was a nigga for real. He was, yo. He got treated like a. I said, I ain't messing with this show, man. Real.
Yeah, that's a good show. Back in those days, you get into like my mom used to watch what is it, Quantum Leap?
That's what your man used to jump through things, wasn't it? Or he used to go back in time or something like that.
He used to like be different people.
Yeah.
He would jump through and be different people. The one. Oh my God, there was just so many of them that were just crazy.
Dude, I remember there was a weird show where like men there was aliens. Like men would drink sour milk and get drunk and have babies.
What?
Yeah, I remember there was a weird ass show way back in the day. You don't have to. I remember it too because I remember it. I remember in my group home I watched it. I used to watch that stupid shit.
That's
they had these big ass like watermelon heads. They would drink sour milk and be drunk, and men used to be pregnant. Like,
wow,
what type of weird ass alien show is this?
Right. But
stuff we used to watch. Elf.
Yeah. Then they had dinosaurs.
Yeah, the dinosaurs.
The ending of that was talked about for the longest time.
What, on dinosaurs?
Yeah, when they ended the whole show.
Yeah.
The whole I was just like, what?
Yeah.
But they had the Ice Age.
Yeah.
Ended it with the Ice Age.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
We had some crazy shows way back in the day.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, now we get a lot of superhero stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of superhero stuff. And Marvel and DC and people are running to theaters and watching that.
Yeah, well, and your man Stan did that for us.
Yeah,
yo.
true,
That was a great time that you can say be alive when him controlling that shit.
Yeah.
Because now it's you got Batman, got guns. Like Batman ain't never had no strap.
Right.
I mean he ain't out there shooting people for real. So
right.
DC got it all fucked up.
Yeah, true.
They got it all fucked up. But your man Stan though.
Yeah.
Even you can tell, even because I ain't even going. Let's keep it live, man. Black Panther and then the Wakanda Forever. It wasn't even. It didn't even. You know what I mean?
It didn't line up.
Yeah,
right.
man. And it might have been your man because he was going too. What's his name? Chad. Yeah. Chad did it.
Yeah.
But that other movie, it wasn't.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
You ain't missing.
There's a lot of them I haven't seen. That like Captain Marvel, I didn't see that one. There's a whole bunch of them I didn't see. After the whole Endgame thing, and then the Robert Downey.
Yeah, and that's it.
I was done.
Yeah, that's it. You after that, I think a lot of us grew up, and we went on to other stuff. So I don't even know all of
Yeah.
after that.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That's all I knew about anything. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't remember I don't remember no Ant-Man for real.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I never remember Ant-Man.
Right.
Where did he come from?
Right. They just did a whole bunch of stuff. Just threw a whole bunch of stuff together.
I mean, I guess some characters is real from way back in the day,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Yeah. They're not prominent characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They wasn't prominent characters like Spider-Man and
Right.
X-Men and
Spider-Man
stuff like
was my
that.
Spider-Man was, Spider-Man, Batman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your man Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then that little ugly, the Goblin.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was,
yeah.
he always been a menace. Goblin always floating around all on that thing, spinning all around. He
Right.
always been a problem.
Throwing
Yo.
pumpkin bombs.
Venom always been hard.
Mm-hmm.
Venom was Brock, wasn't it?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Venom was Brock. So that like the way Stan did it was cool to bring back some of the people, like how he kept the same Incredible Hulk as the same dude.
Yeah. Right.
That's
right.
hard. Don't
Right.
put out 3 Incredible Hulks with 3 different motherfuckers. Like that's just
You lose
corny, man.
interest real quick. It's
Corny.
Man, what happened to him?
Right.
Now you got
Corny.
to invest your emotions into this
Corny.
new character and all
Corny.
that. Yeah, that's just too much.
Corny.
That's definitely too much, bro.
Corny.
Let's get into another episode, and we're gonna come back with some more conversation, and we're gonna play something from the basic training.
Imagine being able to reach 15.
I want to rent your place for a birthday party.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll block 4 hours on a Sunday because we don't open normally on a Sunday, and what we'll do is we'll say, listen, in that 4 hours, I'll have different formats. If you tell me I'm going to have 25 people and they all play, okay, well, then we'll provide food. We'll do some things like that. And I try to use the local businesses.
Right.
Okay.
That's important.
I use the local restaurants. I use the local grocery stores. Okay. Most of what I try to buy when I feed and have food services is the local people out of the local restaurants.
That's important.
Well, that's what I'm a small local business.
Right.
Right. My wife
Right.
has a small local business, so we know what it's like.
Right. So with your background in sales and stuff like that, how easy was it to apply that?
To
this?
transition?
Yeah.
It's all part of it. Everything I do now is I have to sell myself to sell the business.
Right.
You have to sell yourself.
True.
And so to me, it's everyday normal. It's normal for me to walk up to somebody and start talking about the jackpot, hand them a card, don't even know them, but it doesn't matter to me because I spent a lifetime cold calling. So this just kind of is a part of it. Just the building it. I mean, I rebuilt this inside of this building, restructured it, and not structured, but moved up down, cleaned it all up nice, and
done some.
So I learned a lot of stuff there. So hopefully I'm learning something every day.
Did some renovations. It definitely looks different from the first time.
Well, we try to put new rugs down, put new floors in. Fix up the entryway, and we just want the place to look nice. Like you said, when you come in, you feel welcomed.
Right.
Okay, and everybody should feel welcome when they come in.
Definitely.
We hope that's what people feel. We hear that.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of people say, "I love it. I feel welcome." But you guys always make me feel welcome. But they only deal with 2 of us, as I said before earlier. They only deal with 2 of us. It's 2 of us, and we're both older men. And we're both relaxed enough to just take care of the customer. My partner's Gene. He's the same way. He feels customer service is very important to him too. So we have a great time with that.
Definitely.
But a lot of people told me that Rochester wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen in Rochester. But there's too many people in town here. There's a lot of folks that live in this town that like to play. And when they come in here, they see what's here, that we see them again. You know, it's just our hardest part is getting enough information out, you know, for people to find us.
Right.
You know, if I think if people found us and saw what they had in here and what we had, you know, they would understand, you know, they would probably see more.
This is Dash with Pristine Auction, and we auction off cards like this every single day in our live auction. We are live 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every single day. Come add a centerpiece to your collection today.
So how many machines do you have in here now?
I have 22 machines running. 22 machines.
22 machines. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. You know, being in different places, you'll see 5, 6 machines.
Right.
You know, and it's like you go back to that place like the local gas stations will have a couple machines there, and it's like you see people in there beating on the machines, and you know, and it's like that's not enticing to want to play.
Right.
You know, I don't want to play that after. You know, you seeing somebody yelling and screaming
And
at the
slamming
machine.
it and-
Yeah. It's like I want to go somewhere where I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And I have never been anywhere where I felt like I actually want to play, because I don't really get into, you know, playing machines and stuff like that. But when I come here,
well, there's one
I
thing
feel like
when
home.
before I opened this, I was out riding on a motorcycle after we talked about, and I went to a lot of different places, West Virginia. I went out into Kentucky, different areas where they do these, and a lot of people said the same thing, that they weren't comfortable going into their slot parlors or because they were dingy, they were dirty, smoky. Okay, and that was the opposite for us. I mean, we just said, okay, it's going to be wide open, it's going to be bright, and it's going to be airy. You know, so we open the place up, we keep it spacious. You know, and I think people like that. You know, they're not sitting 2 feet away from each other or 1.5 feet from the other person.
Right.
Okay, and it makes it people seem to like it a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, it gives them a little room that they can float back and forth. So we like this spread out feeling instead of closing ourselves right in.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's always a good feeling, you know.
I'm kind of an outdoor guy myself. I'd rather be,
Right. Yeah, we've you know, we've played golf in the past before, and those Nemacolin trips, those were beautiful.
You know, I just talked about that to somebody a couple of years ago. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. We took 6 teams from that little golf course to Nemacolin and donated to that beautiful function that they do out there for Mary's house. Okay.
Yep.
And some of us came home with trophies. We did. We did.
That's always a blast.
3rd place we took.
I remember that.
All the teams. Yep.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful time. That was fun.
Yes.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, and the Ryder Cups were fun too.
Yes.
The Ryder Cups were fun.
Yes, they were all.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you what, we have played some golf together. We've had some fun.
Yeah.
But,
definitely looking forward to some.
Yeah, we're back
rounds in
at
the
it this
future.
way. Winter's over.
Yeah.
I keep telling myself that anyhow, until I walk outside and it's too cold for me to do anything.
I'm always talking about putting a simulator in. You know, I was looking around for the best prices, but actually the best system for the best price. You know, there's so many options out there.
Right.
You know, and it's like, do you build your own? Do you get pre-made? You know what I mean?
Well, we thought about that in here, and actually we put a few nets up and everything and did the nets.
Okay.
For a year. Okay. But the sound, when it released off the face of that club, would deafen the people down and playing, so we dropped that. We weren't going to do it, you know, it was too loud.
Yeah, that's definitely disturbing.
Yeah, it was definitely harder.
Yeah.
So, but there's places around now where you can hit that golf ball. You got a lot of driving ranges out there now. There's a few out there around here.
I played at the Ironwood.
Ironwood up on the hill over there. Now that's a nice driving range. You know, you got to get used to the hill.
I went out there. Was out there yesterday. So when we was coming out here yesterday, I wasn't thinking about golfing or nothing.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, okay, we got the podcast stuff. We're gonna do this. Blah blah blah. And so we started talking about golf, and I was like, oh man, I didn't bring my clubs. So I was like, there's a driving range around here? I called the courses, and they said, yeah, I forget where I called, but they said, yeah, we rent clubs, but we're about to close. I said, okay, cool. So I called the Ironwood.
Yeah.
And I said, do you have clubs? He said, yeah, we got clubs. I'm like, cool. I go down there. He hands me a driver.
Yeah.
That's all he had.
That's right. Okay.
You know, and I was like, okay, you know.
Oh, hey.
I hit, but the thing was, I started chipping with the driver, and
little
pitching
things.
with the driver, and I'm like, hey, this is good. I'm glad I didn't have a different array of clubs because I learned how to, you know,
hit your club a little different.
Exactly. I was going different flags, trying to hit different flags
with the driver.
Yeah. It worked out. You know, I got a good result from it. Am I going to be able to translate that to the course? Probably not.
Well, that's why you have them other clubs are supposed to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
You do that baby driver.
Right.
Remember the baby driver term?
Yeah. I got to get my grips redone on mine. I've had those clubs since 2018.
And you didn't grip them yet?
I've never gripped them. So, you know, they're a little slippery.
A little slippery?
Yeah, and then, you know, holding my hands loose. It makes you want to tighten it.
Right,
you know,
because you're going to slide out.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some
Gripped
grips,
up?
Yeah, for this season. Because I won a major last year. So,
Yeah, you play in that league up there, right?
Yeah, modern golf. I'm trying to win one this year, so.
There you go. You got to win. You know, if you're going to run it, you got to at least try to win one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, before we came here, we went and seen a movie. We went to the theater up there, the Max. We went and seen, what was it? Captain America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We went in there. We're like, oh, okay, well, before the movie starts, we're the first ones in here. After a while, we're sitting there and we're like, nobody's coming.
Yeah, the whole theater to yourself?
We've never been to a theater before that nobody was in there.
Yeah.
You know, I just like, you know, this is awesome.
I think the internet's got rid of most of the theaters, unfortunately.
That's sad.
You know, the movies don't draw like they should, you know.
Yep.
Before it was a thrill to go to the movies for $5.50 and a bag of popcorn.
I love it.
You know, yeah.
I love it. I mean, there's nothing more nostalgic about going to a movie theater.
For me, it was always a great time to get a nap.
Yeah.
I have to admit. I can get a nap with the kids, nobody even know. Yeah.
They can enjoy the movie and you can get your nap.
I would. Can't fib.
We have a drive-in theater around our place.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we're going to go this year. We haven't been there. We drive past it
all the time.
Yeah.
And say, I wish I would have gone here. Well, now you got to go. Yeah.
We didn't go, so we're going this year. We're definitely going this year because they have all kind of different stuff. They'll play like older movies, or they'll play. You know what I mean?
They probably do 2 a night or something, right?
Yep,
or something?
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. They do that.
There was a drive-in theater in our town when I was a kid growing up. There was one, not right on the outskirts, so that was close.
Yeah,
and it seemed like it was always busy.
Yeah,
it was always busy. Back then, but you know, you see a lot of them now. They're just, you know, there's nobody. They're closed. They're just closed up. There's nothing going on in them. So
right.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. So we had a few. There's a few around still, but there's not that many around.
Yeah.
But I do think that when you check out this Sock and Hop little driving area in town, look that up on your phone, Bruce.
Okay.
I think somebody told me they might have put simulators there.
Oh.
You know, I'm not sure. I heard something like that the other day. Some guy was in here and said, "Hey, you play golf, Steve? Did you have gone over there and hit off the simulators?"
Oh.
So I don't know. I haven't been. I was gone on vacation before since then, but I'm curious to find out this week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That'd be different.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it'll be different. I mean, especially if you can do it right outside.
Oh yeah.
And hit into something.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
What if I could build an app that works my way with Base 44? My work moves fast. My tasks, priorities, and deadlines change every day. But today, I can finally build an app that adapts to me, tailored to my workflows, data, and my team's needs. Every challenge is unique. I want a tool that brings together calculations, automations, insights, all of it into one clear view, accessible exactly where I need it. What else can I add? I set an AI partner that understands how we operate, generating content that sounds like me, handling routine tasks.
Definitely.
That place will be full if that's the case.
Oh, packed. Packed.
That's where I'll spend my day. I got a free minute. I want to go hit. You know? But we do. Sometimes we set up little punting games. We got a little punting game. We'll set it up in here, and me and my buddy, if there's nobody around, and hit the balls with my puppy. He'll chase them and bring them back to me. But that's it. You know? But no, I really appreciate you for having me on today.
Oh, definitely,
Jackpot is, people will come down, they will feel themselves relaxed, and they will find the atmosphere is fun.
Yeah,
Because that's what it's for. We want people to come in, have fun, have a good time.
Did you ever do any like live entertainment in there?
We talked about it a little bit, but we haven't done any.
Oh, okay.
Because it would be, I think we'd have to advertise for at least 2 months before we put something in.
To make it
So we get enough.
Okay, that episode was Steve Starr. And I know what everybody is thinking. That is a green screen. No, that is not a green screen. That is on location at the Jackpot. We're talking about the business, and we're at the business. We're at the business, the Jackpot. That is in Rochester, PA, and I think it's New York Street. I think it's like that because it was something weird like that. It was, but that was Steve Starr. If you're in the Rochester area, Beaver, out that towards Wake, make sure you stop in the Jackpot. Good place in there. He definitely has an atmosphere that makes you feel, you know what I mean? It feels like it's home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It feels like, hey, you come in there, you're welcome. It's like, yeah, I feel like I kick my shoes off in this mug. You know what I mean? And he'll treat you right.
Yeah.
He'll definitely treat you right. You know what I mean? He takes care of you.
that out.
Shout out to Steve Starr. Definitely going to put a link in the subscription for his spot over there. But we're going to get into this basic training thing going on here. So we're going to change the screen. Actually, I've been having problems with this OBS, so I don't want to crash it. Okay, where is it at? There we go. Okay, so hopefully this does not crash. This song is off the Basic Training mixtape. It's called, I'm not sure if I want to call it just 6 a.m. or 6 a.m. Chow. You'll see why. We got to change routes here real quick. Let's get this figured out here real quick. You know what I'm saying? About to work this out. I wanted to shine, but I needed to grind. Cause skipping the steps, only weak as they climb. That right there, substance ain't hard to find. Yet most of us settle for them nickels and dimes. You can get it how you live it till you reach the limit. If your tank runs on pleasure, don't expect the distance. Dreams ain't sold, your soul is the ticket. Chasing what you want, what you really need is the difference. Scream woke, they end with a gimmick. Preaching revolution, but they sleeping in linen. A sheep are pretending. Follow a herd lost in the ending. The wolf in the distance. Show your resistance, don't let them take your existence. So with persistence, like you play for the Pistons. Coach the whole generation, now the game is consistent. What you want and what you need ain't the same feeling. Desire's just a mask. The truth stay revealing. Never play the villain, especially when the war hit different. At 6 a.m. It's chow time at 6 a.m. Especially when the war hit different at 6 a.m. It's chow time and it's 6 a.m. Especially when the war hit different. I choose to have a happy purpose, no diversions, chasing what is real, no illusions on the surface. Joy ain't a purchase, it's the soul that's the service. Never take from others, that's a good way to get smothered. Jack from others' plates to watch your own bread get buttered. We came up in a way that was traumatizing, no surprising, normalizing chaos we mistake for guidance. Then an awkward silence, then the violence, a cycle on repeat like a vinyl when it's timeless. We're all capable of doing the same thing, we all have the same brain. equal in flesh. The choices make the name path look the same, but the steps don't play the game. I hope that you remember, playing pleasure's not a game. No need to look now if your soul speaks out. When it's pleasure over purpose, the devil comes out. Should have took a safer route and had purpose. At 6 a.m. It's jail time at 6 a.m. Especially when the war hit different at 6 a.m. It's jail time at 6 a.m. Especially when the war hit different at 6 a.m. Six a.m. chow time.
Okay.
Whatever one.
Okay.
Not sure, but that's on the basic training mixtape.
I mean, it could. Why not just say child time? Why 6 a.m. child time?
I don't know. It's going with the basic training feel with the, you know.
And you fit your. I think when you hear it, because 6 a.m. child time is too. It's too. To me, in my eyes, it's too long.
Okay. Okay. I see what you're
Just like how you just with some of mine you were saying.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like we gotta
right,
just
right.
trim the fat off.
True,
You know what I'm
true,
saying?
true,
So
true.
on some being for real, child time.
Child time. Child time. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or mess hall.
I like the, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I was looking for doing the basic training thing. I wanted to
Right.
circle that.
Something in that area. Keep it in. So that's what I mean. Just what I've always what I was taught, you know what I mean, was whenever you're doing that, a jumbo, throw everything out there. And then just start sorting it out. You know what I mean? So your whole theme is basic training. So then, like I said, when we was doing when I first came home way back then with the hard hats, EOD. I never knew what EOD, like say the explosive ordnance disposal team. You know what I mean? So EOD and you bomb threats.
Gotcha.
You see what I mean? So come with. You said basic training. You said you wanted to be 6 a.m. child time, mess hall, or canteen.
Something in that.
You see what I mean? Something on the lines of that, and then freak it out. Hip hop canteen.
Right.
Or the rap mess hall or something. I mean, some shit like that. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Or just child time for real.
Yeah.
That's sufficient for real. Mess
Right.
hall child time. Because 6 a.m. child time, but 6 a.m. is fine. That's fine too.
Right.
I mean, that sounds fine too.
I'm battling with that one. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You gonna have to pick something.
Yeah, it's almost time.
Right. You gotta
It's
pick
almost
something.
time. It's definitely almost time to drop that joint. And I'm trying to hear in like maybe a week.
Yeah.
I want to get that out because we got to move forward. We got other projects. We got to, you know
that's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up though, bro, man. You got it, and you got the best of both worlds to be able to write the shit and then go in there and put that shit down and dictate when that motherfucker's coming out. Like that's what I gotta learn how to get instead of just the writing part.
Right.
I gotta learn this part of it type shit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of it came from, what do I got going on over here? Oh, nothing. It's me holding this dang mouse. I think we got back the mics off a little bit.
Yeah.
I got them up. See that over there, the levels?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that'll tell you we got to stay out of the red. But you see our green levels?
Yeah.
We're good. You know what I'm saying? We're good.
Where's mine at?
As soon as I'm done talking, you'll see it.
Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, we on the same thing. So putting it way up here was way too much anyway.
Yep.
Even if we was talking lower.
Yeah, because I have it
right there.
I have it so that can do that.
Yeah.
But what the hell was I talking about? See, that's what happens when you get older.
Right?
It's just conversation's gone.
Yeah, I was just talking to bro about that shit. This nigga say 51, man.
Oh man, that's a blessing.
51, man. I am like, yo, I knew this nigga when I was what, 9, 10.
Old people problems. Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
That's that fresh brain in there, huh? PR.
It was talking about the mixtape.
Uh-huh.
That the thing that happened years ago. I was gonna go sign with Bad Boy. I went out to New York, did the whole thing. I'm not gonna tell you the events that took place because there was a whole bunch of stuff. The buildings moved. They moved. I had to call this person, and they wanted me to do this and do all that and all that jumping around. I was like, no. After running all of them, I mean, we left and went and drove all the way back up there. The buildings moved. The Arista building moved and all that stuff. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to get into that. So, but anyway, I was like, you know what? Screw all this. I'm not going to chase no more deals. I'm not chasing deals. Those are the days of the demo tapes.
Right.
I'm not chasing a deal. I'm going to have my own stuff. I'm going to create my own. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to learn what I need to learn, and I'm going to have my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So from that day forward, I never chased a deal. I never chased a deal.
And that's where you at with
I
it,
chased
though.
equipment.
Right.
I chased learning how
Equipment,
to do it.
yeah.
Yeah. I had to get better equipment and all that. Funny story. Funny story. Years ago, I had the studio. First studio. I went and rented some equipment. Didn't know how to really use it. Opened a studio. So I had people in there, and I'm deleting stuff, and I'm recording stuff and then deleting it. I'm like, man, people are gonna get mad, and yeah, I was just doing all kind of stuff with that. Learning curve. You know what I'm saying? Learning curve. But I was in there recording stuff and getting into it, and whole verse gone because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, let me learn this first, I jumped in. It's like, yeah, I know how to do it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's the wrong thought. And, when you're young, you think of that. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily have to be young, but just that mind frame.
Right.
That mind frame. It's just like,
that's definitely something to know, though, something to learn, especially in this and whenever, especially with what we're doing.
Yeah.
With what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
So
Definitely.
with this music. So like, man, that's like I said, if I could do that shit at the crib.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's hard.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely gotta learn how to do that shit.
Okay. Get jumped for that? I don't know what you mean. Get jumped.
Did you get jumped in? That's what she say?
Did I ever get jumped for that? I don't know. I don't know what that means. No. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that means. So give me a definition of the sentence that you have. Caught outside? No.
Caught outside.
Catch me outside.
Right? Yeah, with her, yo. She be tripping.
Truth.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. Oh man, I gotta remind everybody again that's watching. If you're watching this stream and it's past time, the merch is no longer 10% off, and you can't get shipping over anything, $75. It's over. So do it now. Do it now. Get it now, and it'll be all right. So I didn't get jumped. Nobody caught me outside.
We ain't doing that no more.
Right. We're too out of it.
Grown men
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Man.
Maturity. I'm
the main one. I'm the main one to do some firecracker shit, but slow the fuck down, calm the fuck down.
Yes, yep.
Cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Definitely.
I ain't going to throw rocks at a glass house.
Yeah, $72 is a lot. Yeah. Especially in a grocery store when you get 3 items and it's $72.
Yeah, I can't wait. And shoot, I can't wait for the hoodie.
Right.
hat.
We're gonna have definitely new stuff coming. Always gonna have a cycle of things coming, and keeping this merch thing going. I'm just now getting into the whole thing, so we just gotta keep it going. You know what I mean? So we talked about it. So every time we go live, you're gonna see me, you're gonna see Bi, and we're gonna do this thing. So
go.
that's what's going to happen. So we're going to get into this next episode recap. Again, thank you for everybody that was part of the first season. Season 2, we got to go harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't
we definitely gonna bring some more flavor to it. Try to bring in some, some more local.
Right.
It could be anything. Just like you said, it ain't just music.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just gonna be
Exactly.
anything. So when it come down to it, see if we can get the young bull Sky, try to holler at him.
Okay.
DB,
Yep,
young
yep,
DB,
yep,
get him on here.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because I know his first games is coming up. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely with it, and even like local. How else can I say it? Like you went and hollered at T's and Tops.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to T's and Tops,
Shit,
man.
we eat at MJ's. I'll go holler at Jeff's.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's local, showing love. Everybody.
Yes.
There's no.
Yes.
We don't want no bull crap, and we ain't bringing no bull crap in here. So
Yeah,
we just go ahead,
podcast, a
you know
show
what I
for
mean?
the people.
Yep.
For the people. You
Let's
know what
get
I mean?
it.
It's not a certain genre. You don't
No,
have to
not
be.
at all, not
you
at
know,
all.
you just got to be a person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We ain't gonna be
Yep.
up here having
Show
dogs.
love.
And,
I mean,
conversations.
we gonna have limits on certain things. You know what I mean?
Right,
Don't come over here with
right.
that. Don't come over here with that.
Yeah,
Trying to get
all
me
that-
to understand some whole other shit because
that
I don't
mess.
want to hear it.
That
Yeah,
mess.
keep that shit
Keep
out of
that
here.
mess.
People know what I'm talking about too. I don't care. I don't. Hey, that's one.
Right.
I ain't doing that one.
Right.
I don't want to do it.
So I think next time, we'll have to have a bigger monitor because I can see the comments, but I can't.
Yeah,
see
but just like you said though, bro, this is we growing. So
Yeah, it's the first time.
like honestly, I got that 80-inch that I'm about, you know what I mean? We
Right.
put that
Right.
hang that right on the wall. You got the thingy right there.
Right.
And we'll put the swivel and we'll have the comments, put all the comments right there.
Yeah, we could.
You know what I
definitely
mean?
hook
Turn
it up.
this into something right. Turn this into something for real.
Yes. Definitely.
Put the plant. We'll make this. Yeah, we gonna get it together, man.
Yeah. I thought whenever I did whenever the 9th episode of the first season was done,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, take a break, reschedule, refigure out, grow.
Mm-hmm.
So then I decided, okay, well, why don't we just close it off as a season? Because I took, some time, and then if a change happens, it's going to confuse people without actually having a slit in
Deadline.
there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
A slit
yeah.
in there. So that's why I broke it down into the seasons.
Yeah.
Because we're different logo. We got shirts now.
And you
we're in a
figure-
different location of the house.
I agree with it ain't even got to be once a week, once a month. We can go every other month. There's
Right.
6 episodes
True.
for the year.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
6 episodes for the year, and then see how that go until we go on to something else. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So yeah,
right,
and then
right.
just like you said, then we start getting technical with it, and then we get busy with it.
Get
and then,
busy, yeah.
and we start coming up with little things, and I'm with it.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into this next episode.
Yep.
My broken. I hope I didn't break the mouse. This goes to the office.
Shout out to everybody that believe in us and you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Your PR back there keeping us flooded. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
Like my boo biscuits that came and dropped me off type shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the love, like we got love, man. So I'm definitely willing to let's share that shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna get into this next episode, and we'll be right back. I think I'm muting the wrong one. I think I broke the mouse. that's the thing I say. You know what I mean? Whatever you're doing in life, you got to stay motivated.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what I mean? You got to wake up. I use the term make plays.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because if you can't win a game unless you make plays.
No, that's how I look at it too. That's a little great man thinking like.
Right.
I look at it like the NBA too, and you got the 5 team players.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And like right now, I'm like a point guard right now. Cause you pass me that ball, I'm going to the hole. I'm either score it with a layup, or I'm gonna shoot the 3.
I like
you feel
it.
me? But sometimes you got to know the strategy though. As being a point guard, it ain't all about me scoring points too. You got to know when to throw the ball to the next person too.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I'm a team player, man. I
Yep.
want everybody to win. Long we win the championships, man. Long we win the rings.
Yeah, and you got to make them plays to win it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
got to make.
You ain't
them
got to
plays.
listen to the coach also, man.
Yeah, you do.
Some people don't like listen to the coach.
Yeah.
Some people want they the coach already.
I know.
Then when the whole team come fumbling down.
Yeah,
man. Shouts out to Ice, man. We got a good coach.
Yeah, shout out,
Right
shout out. Definitely,
Right.
definitely, man. Shit, man, you moving, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You know what I mean? You got your thing moving, and yeah, that's
Yeah, prayer, man. Prayer works, man.
Yeah.
Stay prayed up. You know, I pray for times like this, and you know, to separate all the people away from it that don't mean me no good. That cause harm to my elevation, my soul. You know, because it's sometimes you know it ain't what we see in the carnal, it's what we see in the spirit. You feel me? We fight against the evil people. You feel me? The evil spirits that be possessed through people. So I had to fight a whole lot of spiritual battles. You know, I don't have to fight like people like looking at you. You feel me? Because people come in as spirits. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's deep. That's definitely deep.
It get to me a lot, you know, but I fight through it. You know, I growing up, sometimes I be with people, or sometimes I zone out to myself and just let it come out me, man. Flow the music out, let it flow out me. Be able to create masterpiece.
So like whenever you're song mode. Now, does it come to you like you do it, or you be like, ooh, I need to write something down?
They just put the beat on, and it's a turn. If it's a beat that I don't really have to, if it don't really touch my soul, then I ain't gonna really like be able to vibe to it. But if it's something that I can just vibe, so I can just go in the studio and it just come out me, man.
It's got to speak to you.
Yeah, it got
definitely
to.
gotta
It's gonna
speak
tell
to
me
you.
what to say before I say it. I'm just the person relying the message. You feel me? I'm the messenger.
Yes. See, I'm an artist myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I try to, I've been doing it for, man, I just lost, I don't even count anymore. I just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like my thing is like growing up and getting older, I found where I would do it for a while and then I would quit. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, why did I stop doing it? You know what I mean? Like, why? And I feel the urge to, create music and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I'm letting something stop me.
Do you still? So you don't make music no more?
I do now.
Okay.
But
all right.
when I was younger.
You had the urge to still do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that be letting you know, like, you chosen to make music, because, and sometimes it just be therapy, you feel me? Sometimes you can't talk to people. So you go talk to the mic. And if it meant for you, you'll make some great music. You know when it's something ain't meant for people and they just trying.
Yeah.
And you know when something meant for people and they doing a good job at it,
When you listen, you can tell.
You can tell a real artist, man. You can tell a person who know how to play the guitar.
Yes,
opposed
sir.
to somebody who don't know how to play the guitar.
True.
You feel me?
True.
So, they need to stop playing out here and they let the real people who trying to get through the door get through the door.
Yeah, and that's crazy because it seems like a lot of the people that are playing around seem to yeah, right.
Man, that seem like this. It seems like something working more than just people.
They're serious.
It ain't because it's a whole lot of people, man. We lost out here. So if some sound real, like it's so crazy, man, because some sound like junk, people go pick up to it, but some sound magical. The right people go pick up to it. The executives and the CEOs go pick up to it, but the crowd that you really need, the little youngsters, they lost, man. So they go listen to the stuff that sound like more violent and stuff, instead of listen to real music. So that's just how the wave is today.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's in you, it's in you.
It is. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, you gonna attract the minds of babies, kids, teenagers, young adults, elderly people. You gonna attract everybody, man. Because look at Tupac. He went number 25. He died, but everybody in the world know about him. So you feel me?
He made an impact, and a lot of people. have made an impact in a different way. A lot of artists, movie stars and everybody. Me personally, I'm trying to find my lane of impact. You know what I'm saying? To make my impact when I'm going, and I'm sure everybody, and you're doing the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, if you got us here, you doing your thing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, that's man, it goes deep. You know what I'm saying? It goes into a rabbit hole with the music. You know what I mean? Some people stay on the surface and just say, hey, I wanna be a writer, or you know what I mean? I wanna be an engineer, or I wanna be this. You can go any avenue.
See, that's the thing with us, man. That's why I think I ain't gonna even say I think, man. I know that we just the super Sonic, like we just the super team, because we do everything ourselves. Everything in house. If anything get too hard, that's when we send it out. Other than that, from the covers all the way down to the mix and mastering. The beats we right now looking for a producer to make the beats, but other than that, from the cameras to the videos, we do everything ourselves.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You know, I think I do is have a group meeting, and speak to each other about how we want certain things done. Then it just come to life, man.
Everybody do their part, and it happens.
Everybody do their part.
That's the beauty. That's the beautiness of the team. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows, hey man, it's got to be done, and everybody knows where to fall in to do what they need to do to help the team out.
Yeah, it ain't always been like that.
Right.
We had to build like that. Like this come from. I've been up here like going on 3 years. Now,
Okay.
From Alabama.
Oh, so you're from Alabama?
Yeah. We'll talk about this after I mention this. But I've been up here for like 3 years, going on 3 years, and we used to have a whole bunch of people around us, like 15 people. And we make music, but everybody went focused. And our CEO, he used to always tell us that everybody start with y'all ain't gonna finish. But I'm thinking like, man, these is nephews, and these is blood, and we all family. But these folks real close to him, but he was dead for real. But he was seeing the vision that we weren't seeing yet. He was really already picking them out. Picking them out in his head. Okay, who gonna do this right here? Boom, boom, boom. Who gonna stay elevated? Who gonna stay motivated? Life gonna hit you, but who gonna keep going, man? Out of 15 people, there's only 3 of us left, plus our manager.
Wow. I got a similar story like that. When I was younger, I was doing the beats, recording, shooting the videos, editing the videos, trying to build.
Yeah.
But needed a team.
Yeah.
And all the artists I was working with just wanted to be artists. But we all discussed, we're as a team, we're gonna build this as a team. But at the end of the day, they all just wanted to be artists.
Right.
And nothing worked out.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like projects aren't getting done, and you know what I mean? Some people's just not showing up.
Why the projects weren't getting done?
Because everybody wanted to be artists and not putting in, you know what I mean? They just wanted to go out and, do photo shoots, and that's it. You're like, you got to work in here, you know what I mean? You got to push the product, you got to do it.
Right.
So, I mean, that's back when we was trying to look for artists to push, like a traditional record label.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Traditional, which now we don't do traditional record label stuff. We do artist services, which now we have over 20 staff members who do videos, SEO, websites, all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm still getting more people to do like promotional stuff. We have a PR team. We have meetings with the small teams, and then we have meetings every 2 weeks with the whole entire team. So, and it's working out.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's working out. We changed the whole motto. Right. You know what I mean? Because you got to move with the times,
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? If you don't move with the times will move you.
Yeah, you got to stay active.
You definitely do. And then, I get motivated, and I'm continuously making music. And I'm like, I set a goal. I'm going to release 5 albums this year. I'm on number 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In a year, we ain't even at mark 6 yet. You know what I mean? And I'm at 3. So, and then, at the same time, building the team up, and keeping everything together. And it's fun. It's fun doing it this way, and it really keeps me motivated. Yeah. And I started this podcast almost 6 months ago.
Okay.
You
get a lot of reviews.
We're gaining traction. We just did, I was just out in Rochester. I packed up and went out there, did my man's little casino out there.
Okay.
That episode released yesterday, from the time, it's like, oh man. It was real fun. It was fun because it was the first time I went and packed up and left, and I was like, oh, I was nervous. I don't want to get all the way up there and then I'm missing something or something doesn't work out. I went up there and it went all smooth and everything. You know what I mean? It was real nice come back, edit it.
Yeah. Yeah, earlier you had asked me where I was from earlier.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, man.
Okay.
Down south, man.
Nice. You was born down there?
Yeah. I born down there. Just a typical ghetto, you know. A lot of guns, drug dealing. Real bad city, man. You know, it's a lot of slave mentality people down there with Willie syndrome. I think down south, you know, it's a black and white thing, but you got to be more terrified than your own color, your own people down there. You know, the white people, you know, they stand up to themselves. You know, they don't really show the hate like they do up here. You know, I say it's more hidden down there, but up here they'll show you. I be like, damn, I ain't even know. They were telling us story when we were down south that up north, you know, the people were good, but no, man.
Totally different.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know. But yeah, and Montgomery, yeah, man, it's a crazy spot. I came up in a neighborhood called Ridgecrest.
Okay.
Man, it depends on what we can talk about on here. What all I can talk about?
So what is the music scene like down there compared to here, as far as like being an artist?
The music scene you could get popping down there. You know, it's quick to get popping because you know our cousins or the next state over is Atlanta.
Right.
You know, so we from being from Montgomery, you know, certain people network is easy to network people in Atlanta, people in Florida, people in Memphis, people in Texas. You know, because we all connected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the music scene is they'll blow you up. Your own set will blow you up, and then after they blow you up, they'll want to kill you. So you know, I come from a real deadly environment. You know, I know it's kind of like that up here too, but it's more smaller. Imagine you've been in a way smaller environment. You know, y'all got a big city, you can network.
All right, we're back. That right there was YSS BitBit. Shout out to YSS BitBit. So, he's got an album out. It's called Product of the Environment. I believe that's what it is. He got that. But that episode right there, we was just getting to know each other. I met him that time whenever we did that episode. Yeah. So all that conversation was just us meeting, and now. Man, BitBit, he's that guy, man. He's that guy. You know, we kept in contact after the episode. We planned some things. We've done some things. We did some work together. Planning on doing another episode. You know, he's going to come back on the show. He's definitely going to be on season 2. Shout out to YSS BitBit. Definitely going to have a link to his stuff in the description. But yeah, he's definitely one to check out. You know, he's definitely one to check out. He's down here with Iceberg.
Okay.
Yeah, he's down here with Iceberg. And yeah, he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He's definitely doing his thing. He's you know, getting shows, constantly working on music. You know what I mean? I was down there in a couple sessions with him, you know what I mean? Working, you know what I mean? With him a bit.
Down that studio forever, man.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been down.
You gonna pull your mic up? Do a little bit. Yeah. There you go.
It's too far away. Huh?
Too far. When's the last time you was down there?
Oh man, I don't even remember, man. I did electrical work down there last time I was down there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was a long time ago. Something about it had burnt up upstairs or something. So I had to go down. I went down there for him. I was upstate with Brogy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay.
he came through. I mean, I was already up there when he came through, though.
Mm-hmm.
They cut all his hair off and shit. This nigga grew that shit right back.
Wow.
That shit crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, I ain't been down there in a while.
Okay. What was you down there? You was down there after it became the
With him?
Yeah.
No, I never been down there. When it was
Iceberg.
his, when it was ISIS.
Oh, you was
I
down
just
there.
been down there doing electrical work when it was ISIS joint.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I
was just down there when it was Mike's joint.
Got you. Yeah. I put up some cameras down there a few years ago.
Oh, yeah?
For ICE. Yeah. A couple cameras, straightened some out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely doing his thing down there. You know,
Mhm.
shout out Iceberg Studio. You know what I mean? Shout him out. You know, he's definitely doing his thing down there.
Yeah.
I think they got. I think they're doing. I forget what they were doing. I think they were doing some type of prints or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I don't have all the information, so I don't want to, say what it is and it not being.
I ain't hollered at bro in a while.
Yeah. They're still down there doing their thing. I'm gonna hit up. People definitely gonna see Bit on here. You know what I mean? Definitely see him in here for season 2.
Okay.
But here we go. Let's go. We got the Turners back. The drink of the show.
Yeah, not this one.
Turner's tea, not that one.
Yeah, not this one.
We got the Turners back. So I think what I think we should do is, we've been talking about your project and stuff like that, and people are like, okay, well, we played something off my mixtape. Why don't we play something off of your project?
Let's see.
The flag.
Yeah, the flag is it. The flag is the one. That's the one. I got to try to get the video together. Shout out to KB Big Bro. He got his merch out.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I'm gonna get me a Jenkins. Get this Jenkins clothes, Generals and Kings.
Okay.
So get that popping. I'm definitely gonna have something on in the video. I'm trying to do that because my man had already said that's the summertime dip.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why that's why I keep thinking really not even a rush with other things, but yeah, but I'm gonna definitely flutter. I'm gonna definitely, I'm coming with my hard hat hardware, so that's coming. That's coming too.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
definitely.
but yeah, the flag though, that's
the
the
one.
anthem though.
That's definitely it.
That's definitely the anthem.
So we're gonna play the flag, and we're gonna go from there.
Gar.
Let's go. Well, big biz, baby. Hard ass nigga. Hard ass nigga. Yeah. Smoke niggas like kind tobacco Jenkins. So click we assholes. Hard hat waving on the flagpole. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. Cartoon myself as a logo. Smoke niggas like kind tobacco Jenkins. So click we assholes. Hard hat waving on the flagpole. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. Cartoon myself as a logo. Rap arsenal, I go local. Mix it up, my flow, my lotto. Fuck y'all, been my motto. Spit like when in Chicago. Lone Ranger, savage, Tonto. Check disrespect quick. Pronto on tracks, rap desperado.
Motto, shout out to Pac and Diablo. Stick niggas up, we go lipo. Mask on, getting robbed by Michael. One glove on, bad like Michael. Run down on you and your night clothes. Don't recite nothing, recycle. B.I. Big dog the title. Want it all like I'm entitled. Swear to God, hand on the Bible. Smoke niggas like Fine Tobacco Jenkins. So click me, assholes hard hat waving on the flagpole. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. Cartoon myself as a logo. Smoke niggas like Fine Tobacco Jenkins. So click me, assholes hard hat waving on the flagpole. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. B.I. my alter ego. Remix.
Let's go, nigga. Follow me through this shit, nigga. Hard hats, nigga. Big bigs, nigga. Let's go. Reno. Yeah.
I think that went pretty smooth. The transition that I went from the song to back live was transition, but that was off of the mixtape Massacre the Flag. Was that the most popular song on the?
Yeah, that is. That's the one that shot up the most. That's the one that I think I'm at like 3 something now. I mean, if I look at it.
Yeah.
But I think that one is doing the best out of all of them.
Nice.
For real.
Nice. Yeah, the Flag, and that one's that's the one right there. I mean, the whole project is good. You know what I'm saying? That one is just the one that people gravitate to.
Right. Appreciate
you know what
it.
I mean? They gravitate to that one.
287.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one. That's the one that's up there the most. Yep.
Yeah, you know what? All these projects we got coming out, and we go back and look at them, and won't regret one thing about it. I know some people who look at their stuff and just like, yeah, I could have did this, or I could have did that, or could.
I felt confident in that, and more. I felt more confident in that one than I did back in my one way back in the day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it was the way that I'm coming, the level of how I'm coming is just ridiculous sometimes. It's way better than what I was.
Yeah.
I gotta, there's always a room for improvement, always. So I'm definitely, learning little certain things from you, the way putting certain songs together, putting them together.
Yeah.
But like lyrically though, I'm firing.
Mm-hmm.
We're letting loose. So yeah, we're letting loose on every single one of them. Every last one of them. Not every single last one of them.
Yeah,
I'm shooting.
Yeah, there's not one skippable track on there. You can play that thing from front to back and then don't feel like you got to skip it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Even me knowing that I've heard these tracks over and over again, there's not one that you want to skip. Like, that joint.
I appreciate that
joint. Yeah.
Cause I still bang it. I went and got the thing for the car and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Bluetooth and
Yep.
you know what I mean, all that. So yep.
Dang, I mean,
And
banging it out.
He got the CD stuff together.
Oh, you need another CD, right?
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna get into this next episode. So, you know what? I'm over here moving the mouse, looking at the monitor. We're at the comments. I'm like, "Where's the mouse?"
Right.
But the mouse is over here.
Right.
That's that getting old stuff.
I know, right?
We're gonna queue up the next episode, and then we'll see you back after that.
Yeah, birds.
Not gonna play any music because we're gonna crash. So just hold on.
My husband used to ejaculate
Consistently, I'm trying to get into them 80s and be consistent down there. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm consistently in the 90s, but
You and I both, brother. You
Hey.
and I both.
well, but you're capable of coming out and shooting the high 70 though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you're locked in, you know what I mean. You swing that club. You know what I mean? So
Trying to get there this year. I'm trying to get there. You know, it's still early in the season, like you're saying. You know, it's still early, but you know, definitely. You know, the season's going good. You know what I'm saying? I
is.
definitely. You know, somebody's gonna major.
Oh,
Somebody's
yeah,
getting
it's
one.
coming up. It's
Yeah,
coming up.
we got 2 more events.
Yeah,
Two more.
somebody gotta go try to knock that boy Flem off. You
Yeah,
know what I
right.
mean? Go knock the boy Flem off. Which that's a tough task.
That is
a tough task in the golf world, in our golf world. Anyway,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. Yeah, his major don't come up to the end of the year, so we still got time. We still got time, but it'll be there before you know it.
Yeah.
It'll be there before you know it. You know, it'll be there before you know, and it's like, oh man, I'm preparing for it, man. Everybody want that diamond.
Yeah,
Want that diamond.
That diamond. That was a nice one.
Yeah,
That was a nice
true.
one. That was a fun event too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a good time. They're always a good time, but you know,
Truth.
that was definitely a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna try to set up to have. See, the place didn't set up nicely for us to have food the way we wanted to, because we wanted to have food, and then they told us 2 different prices, and then you know it's just like, you know what, let's just have the event, no food. We'll try again next year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
We still went to the bar and ate a couple.
We did.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true.
We still
True.
fellowship. You
True,
know what I mean?
true,
So
true.
It was a good time.
It was. It was definitely. It's always a good time.
Always.
You know what I mean? Definitely always a good time. You know. So, but I still got to get my pitching wedge fixed. I didn't tell you about that, did I?
No.
Them grips you give me,
Mm-hmm.
I call myself being a do-it-myself guy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't have the stuff to put it on there. I have a clamp, da-da-da-da-da. So I pull my old grip off. My 56, I figured it out. I was like, yeah, I got it on there. I was like, man, this is easy. This is easy. So I pull my pitching wedge off. I go on there, and it's not working. I read somewhere, I think it was E told me. He's like, oh, just put some air in there, and it'll do it.
Yeah, help it pop off.
Yeah, no, put it on.
Oh, okay.
To put
Okay.
it on. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used, what was it, rubbing alcohol. Put some rubbing alcohol down, put it on the thingy. That's how I got my 56 on there. It's like, oh, it's easy. So I did my pitching wedge. I got it on there, start going. I'm pressing down. Next thing, boom. I'm like, what the heck? Bro, I blew it up. I put too much air in the hole.
Blew the metal?
No, I blew the grip up.
Oh, the grip.
I blew the grip up. I was like, what the heck was that?
I got another grip for you.
And it was a whole side. Okay.
I got another grip for you. if you
Cool,
need it,
cool. Because I went and I took all the glue off of it, and I was like, let me try it again. I won't put too much air in it. So I did it again. I'm starting to get it on there. I'm like, yeah, it's working. All of a sudden, it's not going anywhere. Like, what the heck? Bro, it folded up underneath the, you know, when it folded up under and it couldn't go back, and I couldn't get it off. So I had to cut it off.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I was like, no, I just ruined 2 grips, bro. I'm like, I was like, I can't do it myself. I can't do it
So
myself.
you didn't do any of them after that?
No.
It stopped on
So,
that.
so my pitching wedge don't have a grip on it. So I have to go get it, you know, I have to go get it done. So, and I was like, well, I can maybe ask one of the guys that know how to do it, that successfully did it, or go and get it done.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I can't do it. Yeah. Man, I got, you know, I mean, I can do a lot of other things, but I can't put no grips on, bro. I can't.
Yeah, I didn't even try. I I had Wade put a couple on for me before,
Oh, okay.
and this last time I took it to Dick's.
Yeah.
Where Corey's dad works. So.
Yeah, I got it. I can't do it. I'm not gonna. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna just, just keep ruining it. I'm just thinking, it's like, man, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, did you YouTube it?
I did.
Oh, you did?
That's probably what the problem was. I had a couple different YouTubes, but the ones that I looked at, they had the clamp, they had the certain solvent stuff or whatever, the stuff you put on there, and then you put it on there, the glue, and then you put that on there, and they told you to shake it up inside the grip, and then pour it on the, all kind of stuff. And I did exactly the way it was supposed to go. It just didn't want to work. Didn't want to work. And then I was like, oh, he said put some air in there. So I put the little air joint on the compressor. That joint just put too much air in that joint. Blew it up. It scared me, bro. I dropped the air thing, the club, and I'm looking around like, what is going on? Nah, because I blew that thing up. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So the last couple rounds I've been playing, I haven't had a pitching wedge. I don't have a 7-iron. I don't have a pitching wedge now. My set came with a approach wedge. Lost that on the course a couple years back.
That's my baby.
Yeah. I got a 56, a 54, and a 60. Those are the ones I use. But certain clubs, your distance with them clubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tried to choke down on a 9 for the pitch. I don't have that in my bag. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't have that in my bag.
You don't have that in your bag.
It
just don't work out right.
It does not. And I can't hit the 56 doesn't go that far. I can't hit the 56 pitching wedge distance.
Right.
And it just doesn't work. I tried to hit the 54, it doesn't work. I gotta have my pitching wedge. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't have a 7-iron. And it's like, man, I'm really handicapped out here, bro.
Yeah, I had broke my approach wedge at one point and had to use my pitching wedge. I mean, I used my pitching wedge, but I probably shouldn't. But I use my approach wedge a lot of times when I probably shouldn't, like when I probably should use my pitch. You know what I mean? And I would just figure, okay, I'll come up a little short. But you know what I mean, I'm more comfortable hitting this club. But it kind of forced me to start using my pitching wedge more, so that was kind of good. So
Yeah.
I can't swing the 9.
Really?
I can't swing the 9. I guess I got to do it more, but I can't really. Just good things don't happen for me when I swing it. You know what I mean? So I gotta stay away from it. But
So between like 100 and 130 yards in, what's your go-to club?
at 130,
yeah, about 100, 130, 100 yards in that
100,
range.
130, I'll go pitching wedge.
Okay, yeah.
Now if I get anywhere, let's say under 120, 115, I use my approach. Because I mean on a good day I hit my pitching wedge about consistently between 130 and 140.
Yeah, right.
Which,
That's
I don't know.
that's where I'm at on mine, you know. But trying to do that with a 9-iron. Yeah, about 130 yards in. That would be my, pitching wedge is my go-to.
Right.
It's definitely my go-to. And then like when I'm under a tree or something, my go-to club, depending on how low the branch is. If I got a little room, I'll take an 8-iron. If it's like, 150, and just put it back in my stance and try to keep it low. But if it's really low, I'll grab a 5-iron or a 4-iron.
Yeah, I usually go 5-iron. Try to get up. If I'm staying if I have to stay under and, basically punch out.
Right.
I usually go with my 5.
Yeah, that's what I do. I see some people using their driver.
Yeah.
The hybrid.
Yeah. I do have a hybrid that I will pull out sometimes to
Whoa, man, amazing car. When did you become a millionaire?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first $1 million last year, actually.
What line of work are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give some?
To punch sometimes, but my main go-to to if I want to stay low and under the tree is gonna be the 5. 'Cause when I do hit my 5, even I like I said, I there's certain clubs that I just like I really can't get the ball in the air with my 5, so
Yeah.
I use it to stay low and get out of a situation.
Yeah.
Which I find myself in a lot. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
I got good punching, good using it to punch out. So that's my punch club.
So what is a shot that you if there's a setup and you see a shot and you're like, oh, this is my favorite type of shot. Do you have a favorite type shot? No. You don't have one?
I'll say I feel good when I can come up and I can use my approach wedge.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because
okay.
I'm most comfortable with that club.
So is that like in any condition, like any situation, like you can be like down or up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I can get to a point where I can use that club, I feel good.
Nice.
I feel like okay. I'm not saying I'm going to hit it great every time, but
right.
That's when I'm like, okay, I get to pull this club out. I feel good about it.
I like my thing is like 100 yards shot downhill. 100-yard shot downhill. I'll pull out a 56. I'll pull out a 56 and give it 75.
Yes.
And sometimes 100 because, my 56 only goes about 75, 80 yards. If I open it, a certain way. I got that thing pegged down a little bit pretty good.
Right.
That's my favorite shot. If I get a shot like that, and sometimes you got to be comfortable with, or you got to be careful because if you get your favorite shot, you're like, ooh,
right,
you screw it up.
Yeah,
screw it all the way up.
I had a 56. I gave it away.
For real? So you don't carry a 56? Wow. Wow. No. You're one of the only people I know that don't carry one. I mean that I know that don't carry one.
Nope. I got a sand wedge. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's like a hybrid sand wedge. And then approach. I use that joker to chip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I use that joker probably too much.
You
know what I mean?
You're
Yeah.
comfortable
Like
with it.
I'm like I'll always when I golf with Flem, he's always saying, well, you gotta, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I go to what I'm most comfortable with. You
That's
know what
definitely
I mean? Like them
go-to.
There's a lot of clubs where I just be like, I'm not even pulling that out the bag.
Right.
Especially like the thing is I don't practice to play.
I got you.
You know what I mean? When I play, I'm playing.
just
You know what I mean? I'm trying to score and keep up with everybody.
All right, everybody, that was Chris Clay, my guy. Shout out Chris Clay, man, for doing that. Love the conversation we had. I mean, here we are. We're still playing the game that we love to play, golf. So hopefully we can get Chris Clay back on. You're going to see more of Chris Clay. I'm pretty sure you're going to possibly hear some of the things that he's got going on. Not going to say too much because I don't know too much. You know what I mean? But hopefully you'll see him back on here and we'll go with that. So we're going to roll right into this last episode of Tiger Jensen, which is I knew Tiger, talked to him for a while, and just never met him. Met him through some mutual friends and, came from there. So we're going to cue up that and then we'll go afterwards. Comment afterwards. I'm still a little out of it from the technical difficulties we've been having the whole night with this software. First time using this. So it's definitely going to get better. For the first one, you know, you got to have technical difficulties, and we're gonna make the best of it. This is not it. This is not it. All right, we're gonna cue up this last episode.
Hold on before you pay for yet another.
The most important part about having people, the
Yeah.
right team at the beginning of things, like those founders. You know what I'm saying? Right? We're talking about the country, we're talking about Mount Rushmore, or you could talk about them kids. They was kids in a dorm room in Harvard, drawing it up on their window. They had an idea to take this matching dating site, make it something called the Facebook. And you know, it must have looked crazy to be up in that dorm, but
yeah.
seeing the vision, it's all about that. So
Things come out of nowhere, you know what I
They
mean?
really
People
do.
just come out of nowhere, and it's just you know, just a little small idea can blossom into a full chain of businesses, or you know, a
You never know.
franchise.
You never know.
You
It's-
definitely never know.
It's all about the right people. And like you said, it was a lot of things came out of that. You know what I'm saying? The shutdown. And I was maybe a product of that, making beats. And then when I tore my ACL, it was lock-in time. You know, when you can't walk and you got to learn to walk again, you have time that you might not have ever asked for before.
Right.
Or maybe if you're like me, you did ask for time and you didn't expect to get it like that. But I got what I asked for, and so just about making the most of it. And that's when I started locking and taking this music real seriously. I've always been passionate about it, but it got serious when I got sat down.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you have like a 5-year, 10-year plan? Like what's your next steps?
You know, the main thing right now, I'm trying to lock into a flow state where the people around me and right now doing the most of it. But if I had to be honest with you, I do have large ambitions. You know, like I said, art saved my life. You know, I've been drawing sneakers since I was a kid, the sneakers I couldn't afford. You know, I see a vision with, you know what I'm saying, Asics down the line or with a Puma down the line. But as of the near future, you know, I love my city. And Pittsburgh's actually hosting the NFL draft next summer.
Whoa.
Next summer, and that's gonna be for the first time in June. And so I want everything from now till June to have a build-up where me, all the people I care about, all the people I work with, that we're releasing and coming up together and building everything that we talk about. You know, like we said, coming this interview about building. We're on a building stage. It's like everything from there to then is gonna be music videos, the Tiger tapes, singles. I'm gonna have a vlog coming called The Tale of the Tiger.
Okay.
And that's gonna be coming out showing the whole process. I got footage on my handy cam of them taking the stitches out on my knee.
Oh,
so
you filmed that?
Oh, filmed that.
Oh,
Had to. 'cause
that's
it's
got.
real.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Me personally, I couldn't do it. I'd
It's
be like, you
tough.
know what? I don't even want to look.
Oh, I didn't want to look, but that was the whole point, just embracing it, because I knew that it wasn't sexy now, but I knew that I would be proud of this looking back on it. I have a whole film coming together. It's called ABCD, which is a big cat documentary.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
Thank you. It's going to have the footage with that and the making of these Tiger tapes, because It's been a journey, but everything's coming together.
Mhm.
God has surrounded me with really good people that I know I'm supposed to uplift.
Mm-hmm.
And I have purpose clarity like never before, so I refuse to take it for granted.
Right,
So
right,
there's
right.
definitely a lot coming up. From here to next summer, summer to summer, we
Mhm.
coming. And truly genius, Tiger Jansen, I promise you.
So everybody has this list, okay?
Okay.
Top 5 inspirational artists
Ooh.
on your top 5 right now. Right
That's
now.
tough. I love that. So a lot of inspiration, I'm not gonna lie, came from even before I was born, digging through my mom's tapes.
Okay.
Tapes and CDs. So do you want right now or just period?
Whatever you want to do. If you want to do right now,
Cool.
You know,
Cool. Prince is a massive inspiration. He's
you
him.
can't go wrong with
The purple
Prince.
one. You can't. On and
Oh.
off the court. He's so inspiring.
That was that threw me for a loop because
Oh, yeah?
I wasn't like I'm thinking I'm gonna hear some I don't know, but that was like, whoa, yeah, because Prince is there. All right, you
Beautiful,
keep
yeah.
going. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I love that. We can talk about Prince all day. Prince, Jimi Hendrix, staying up till 6 a.m. to do that national anthem at Woodstock was everything, the guts that it took to do that. And they said it was controversial, but I think it was inspiring.
Mhm.
So Prince, Jimmy, I gotta go with Wiz.
Mhm.
Out of 412, he did it the right way and stayed real the whole time. So shout out to Wiz, shout out to all the Taylor gang, shout out to Will, Sledgerin, I see Germ, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doing it over at Taylor gang. And then for the last one, you said like a Mount Rushmore, like 4, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, bet. So last one, I'm gonna have to go with Wayne. Yeah,
Wayne,
there's just no doubt about it, right?
You got to put Wayne in there.
Got to.
Gotta
So
put Wayne in
prolific.
there.
So
Yeah.
prolific. And that's what it's all about. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. I'm inspired by all of them for reasons on and off the court.
Yeah. I mean, like you're saying, you're a 2000, so that's right in your era. So
Right.
when you started developing, getting older, and actually understand music, Wayne was right there.
He was right there. I didn't have Michael Jordan.
Right.
He won his championships before I was born.
Mhm.
So I didn't have Pac, but you know what I'm saying? I had Kobe
Mhm.
and I had Wayne. So
Right. Definitely. That's nice.
Yep.
That's nice.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Appreciate it.
So, out of your entire career, what is your favorite moment?
It's illegal to drive without car insurance in almost every US state, but there's one thing you could try pretty much any time if you want to save money. So I found this website, and look at the difference. 100.
Oh, my favorite moment. My favorite moment hasn't happened yet.
Your like performance, or maybe a studio session,
Yeah.
or getting a link up with an artist. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and doing this. You know what I mean? Like one of your
sure.
proud moments that you could go back and say, yeah,
For sure.
no matter what happens, I'm gonna always cherish this moment.
That's a fire question. And you great at what you do, by the way. You great at what you
Thanks,
do.
brother.
That's
Thanks.
a great question.
Thanks, brother.
I'm really inspired by when people come into my life that they inspire me. Honestly, it's outside of music. I believe that an artist can't be better than their life is.
Right.
And what you bring to the studio is ultimately going to be like distillation of who you are and what you do. And so my best moment in music, I'll tell you what, before I tore my ACL, I had to take a break. I had a lot going on. It was hectic. I was living really fast, on the streets a little more than I should have. And, I knew who I was, but not where I was going. And I knew that I needed to kind of get away from things. And so I went across the border out to Ohio to be surrounded by great musicians at the Rec. And one of those great musicians that I met was Diego, who's here with me right now. And we met a lot of great people like Wolfie, he knows. Wolfie, Fletch, all them boys. I think my proudest moment was going away from everything I knew and was comfortable with and what I was doing to be surrounded by what I love. And taking that leap. When I got there, I thought it was going to feel like forever. But when it was over, it felt like a blink of an eye. But I knew my life changed for sure. For sure. Coming back home, I wasn't. They say the same man doesn't cross the same river twice. It's impossible because even if it's the same man going across the same river, he's not the same man.
Right.
And it's not the same river. The water has flown that was there before. So, like crossing the Rubicon, talking about that's actually a big inspiration for me. I don't want to get too into it, but Alexander the Great.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
coming back across this river that was my home, and Pittsburgh's full of rivers.
Yeah.
Felt like a new man with a new river.
Yeah,
So coming
nice.
back from Ohio, that's my proudest for sure.
Nice. That's what's up, though, bro.
Thank
That's
you.
what's up. Heck yeah. Definitely looking forward to, the Tiger tapes. That's the first time I'm hearing about that. I
Thank
like
you.
that, bro. The Tiger
Thank
tapes.
you.
You got a whole bunch of things kicking off, man. Definitely.
coming together.
We got some work going on. We got,
Yes,
what I
me and
mean?
you. Me
Yeah,
and
we
you got some work going on.
We got some work going on. Y'all
Yes.
got to stay tuned for that. We ain't gonna get too
Please.
much into that because it's a
Yeah,
surprise.
you know what I'm saying? It's a tease, but
It's a surprise. You know
we
what
got
I mean?
a lot going on. Speaking of many hats, Bruce is so talented in everything he does.
Appreciate you, brother.
Really,
Appreciate you.
in the business, in the music, in the studio, the music, and so we have a lot of good
Yes,
stuff
sir.
coming together.
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Yes, sir.
This is the tip of the iceberg, what everyone's seeing right now. So
Right. I'm glad, we could actually, get this together for this episode because,
Yes.
we planned it before.
Yes.
And that's what happens,
Life, yeah.
Sometimes things don't line up,
Yeah.
That's why I say, hey, you wanted to do this, but then there's life.
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
I had a
Then
whole lot
there's
of
life.
plans before I tore my leg.
Oh, yeah.
But I think these plans is better.
Mhm.
God's plans is better. So we met up when we were supposed to.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
It's
It worked
beautiful.
out. It worked out the way it was supposed to. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Definitely did.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So I'm gonna give you my top 5.
Please do, yeah.
Sorry you don't get to hear my top 5. That was Tiger Jensen. And we actually had a lot that we talked a lot about things and, emails and stuff like that before we actually got together for that episode. And then, so pretty much like YSS Bit was meeting him on the show, which was always a good experience of meeting new people and doing things. And we got a couple things in the work at that time, but still working on things and working with he's doing a lot of different things. Still waiting for some stuff, but like I said in that episode, then there's life. You want to do things, but then there's life. So, but shout out to everybody who stopped through and checked out the live stream. And it's the first time had some technical difficulties with the streaming software. I'm gonna have to figure that out or use something else. However, we figured that out. Only went through one camera battery. I don't have it plugged in for power or whatever. Just using battery power. So, but anyway, so we went through the entire first season, and that's all done. So if you want to see any of those, just go back and check them out. Okay, the entire first season. And thank you for all the guests that stopped through and checked out, and checked out the show, that stopped through and did their thing. So, but now I have a couple episodes that I'm going to play. Well, an episode that I'm going to play that never made it because the audio was bad. So I'm going to play a little bit of that, and you get to see it only here on the stream. If you stayed around this long, you get to see that episode. You heard the music. You heard BI's music. Shout out to BI for coming through. You're definitely going to see him again when we go live. We're going to be doing it again. So this episode is with Bill Gray. This guy is talented. He knows. Oh my God, he just does so many things. Writes movies, does taxes. I mean, he does it all. So I sat down with him for a little, but didn't realize something had happened to where the microphones did not pick up. So we got the audio from the actual computer and not the audio from the mics themselves. So that's exactly what we're going to hear. So I'm going to play some of that, and we're going to go from there. But we're going to schedule a new episode. He's going to be in season 2. It's going to be a better episode. So, everything happens for a reason. So if you're watching and you're tuning in, promo code, you can get it, and you'll get 10% off. Okay, it's season 2 live. Promo code season 2 live. It's only until this stream is over, and then after that, regular price. You pay full price. Okay. All right, let's queue up that episode and go from there.
Start recording. I still want to do one of those. Something like Me and You, Just Cops.
Yeah, you did say something.
I did say so, because that role just touched me, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, that
yeah.
role touched me, and I'd like to just explore that character a little bit more.
Stephanie was the main person you and her were the main people in the movie, but some roles, it was like, he's the main role.
Right, yeah,
She's
yeah.
the secondary
character.
But
that's the good thing about the movie, because you can have protagonists or
Mhm.
antagonists,
Right.
and carry the story that way.
Right.
Because now you have avenues to branch off. Like instead of having everybody together, now you can go tell the story about this character. You tell the story about this character. So you can branch off into each character and create different movies, storyline.
Start recording. So we used corn. Start recording. So we used corn syrup and food coloring for the blood.
Yeah.
Yes. Which was great, and I think it worked out because we got Rob was in the movie, he played the character that died,
Well, it's a good thing, though.
Right.
Because now you can make two and you ain't gonna worry about
Exactly. I was always thinking about doing something.
I still want to do one of something like Me and You, Just Cops.
Yeah, you did say something.
I did say so, because that role just touched me, man. I'm telling you, that
yeah.
role touched me, and I'd like to just explore that character a little bit more.
Stephanie was the main person you and her were the main people in the movie, but some roles, it was like, he's the main role.
Right,
She's
yeah.
the secondary
character.
But
that's the good thing about the movie, because you can have protagonists or antagonists, and carry the story that way. Because now you have avenues to branch off. Like instead of having everybody together, Now you go tell the story about this character. You tell the story about this character. So you can branch off into each character and create different movies, storylines.
Definitely.
And you can tie it back into the beginning because, like, if we do the one with the cop that I was thinking about, is because I don't think we ever solved the murder. The trail that we end up following leads us back to that murder because now the guy that did that murder did this murder, and we're able to link the two together.
I like that. We're gonna have to talk about that. Because now you got
my brain thinking, yeah.
Got my wheels turning. It was great sitting down with you for the first time here. We're definitely gonna have to do this again.
Oh yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for letting me sit around with you and bullshit.
You got any shout outs you wanna?
Not really. I mean, I just wish everybody luck, and I hope I bless everybody, and don't ever give up. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome as long as you give your 100%. There is no obstacle you cannot overcome.
Very true. Very true. Thanks everybody for checking out the next episode of the Inside Track. But you never know who's going to be on here, so don't miss out. Make sure who's next on the Inside Track. And that's all we have until the next time. Peace. All right, here we go.
Computers can do so much, but you can't get no heart and soul from a computer.
True.
You get that from a person.
Right. Very true. I just want to see how, I want to know, looking at everything, it's like, how deep do I really want to go into this? Because shooting traditional videos, I love shooting traditional. Nothing's ever going to take that, that feel of shooting and editing the raw footage, nothing's ever going to take that. But how deep do I really want to go with the AI? You know what I mean? It's like,
I understand, because I started off as a screenwriting major, and then once I got behind the camera, the whole feel of everything just took on it. Because now I'm not the one just creating the story; it's the visuals that I'm capturing that are telling the story. Because what a lot of people don't realize between novels and movies, if I'm writing a novel, I have to be very, very, very descriptive because I need your mind to see through my words what I'm trying to create. Whereas with camera, I can show you what I'm trying. So you don't have to imagine this. You can see it.
You can see it, yeah.
Right. And that gives a whole different feel to everything that you do.
I got a question. Have you ever thought about doing a silent movie?
A silent movie?
Yeah.
I have.
Ever crossed your mind?
I have. Because you could tell a whole story with just simple actions.
You can.
And you can convey feelings, you can convey thoughts just by gestures, and facial expressions, and body reaction.
Do you think it's harder doing a silent movie versus a traditional with sound movie?
Yeah, because everything would have to be more precise. The expressions would have to be captured properly for you to, because awe and shock sometimes look the same.
Right, true.
So you have to set the scene so that you know that it's shock and not awe.
Very true.
Love and hate. The only thing that really tells the difference, because you can't have hate without love. I have to love you to hate you. So even though I'm showing anger, there's still a sparkle of love in my eyes.
Right. Totally agree. So you have to do it a certain way.
Right.
To come across correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. So it is harder than a traditional way of doing the movie. I personally thought about doing a silent movie once, but then the second thing that comes to my mind is, how would I do it? You know what I mean? And it's more than just, you can go out and say, oh, I just want to film it.
Right.
But then people can interpret it differently. Right. I want a certain story to be interpreted.
Well, that's the difference between novels and a film. With a novel, I'm describing everything to you So the description carries the story. It's not the dialogue.
Right.
Whereas with the movie, the dialogue carries the story. So my actions on top of my words help push the scene forward. Whereas with a novel, my words are minimal, but the description of the room or the scenery around me has to be so on point that you see it.
Yeah, definitely agree with
And
you.
like with music, same thing.
Yeah.
Depending on the tempo of the music will determine the feel of the music. So you can't do a rap song to a love beat.
True.
You can't do a love song to a hardcore rap beat.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna go hard rock and try to do a ballad. I'm gonna tone it down.
Right. And just like a lot of things, like people that are starting to do film, a lot of things that you missed, just key pointers. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are listening to this are picking up some.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Another thing that people forget is the color grading.
Yes.
As far as the tone.
Yes.
Because the tone of the colors set the mood of the movie.
People don't understand how much of a visual aspect the world is to us, because we take it for granted because we see every day.
Right.
All right. I just watched this experiment where they were showing on screen. It was a chant. This is embarrassing. Okay. So what it all said was, "This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing." But he turned around and put different words. And as you were watching the words, he was still saying this is embarrassing, but because your eyes saw something else that was similar to that, you heard it.
Yeah. It changed your perception.
Expected, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Wow. Yeah. Completely right.
You know, so everything that you see has a very serious impact on how you perceive things.
Yeah.
And it can even deceive your ears.
Very true. And another thing is, like, people don't realize that, some don't realize that in life, you know, I mean, in general, like, if you look at life like a movie, and if you were walking down your favorite street in the fall versus your favorite street in the winter, that feel you get, you know, it's different. You know what I mean? Because of the aura, the atmosphere, you know, and you can project that.
And see, that's, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm not trying to go off topic. This is one thing I never understood racism. For one reason, okay? If you take all the people in the world,
There you have it, people. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That episode will be, full episode will be in the members. And you can just check it out. We're going to do another episode, me and Bill. We got a lot of things in the making. We've done together. And if you know, he was in Golden Redemption. I wasn't. He was. But we got a movie. He's talking about the buddy cop movie. I think that'd be pretty neat. So we might do that. So that's it for this stream here. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who stayed, everybody who came through on each episode. Once again, shout out Tees and Tops for the last minute. And our drink of the show, Turner's Tea. We're going to keep that flowing. And check out season 2. Don't miss it. Stay tuned. Tune in. Whatever you do to make that work, make it work. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you.